Yeah, it's another great week to be a Wylie Bulldog. Welcome to this week's episode of the Wylie Bulldog Sports Zone, talking Wylie Bulldog football here for the next 30 minutes and getting you ready for a good one this week. The Southtown Showdown, the Abilene Wylie Bulldogs, the Abilene Cooper Cougars here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. We'll talk about that, but we're going to look back to last Friday as well against Wichita Falls Legacy as the Bulldogs open district play at 1-0. I'm Andy Penny alongside the head coach, Coach Clay Martin. And, Coach, thanks for coming in and joining us here on the show. Always a pleasure to visit, and always a pleasure to visit after a victory. A great opening win in district play as we go to Wichita Falls and get a good win versus Legacy last week.
Yeah, I appreciate it. To be 1-0 to start district, that's everybody's goal. And, to be on the top end of that district play as a record is a good thing.
And we've already seen, Coach, here we are 1 week in, and I know we'll talk about this as we go, but we talked about the parity of this district and the 7 teams in this district and the way things played out with Abilene Cooper beating Wichita Falls Memorial, and you get Plainview beating Lubbock Cooper, and some people would call those upsets. I don't know if we call those upsets or not. I think that just shows the parity of this district, which makes it all the more enjoyable and pleasurable that you got out of Wichita Falls with a win.
Yeah, no question. And I think, we've talked about it being, a lot more parity this year, and each week's going to be a dogfight, and I think that showed up early in the district play for sure.
Talk about your Bulldogs, a little adversity there early on in the game. I know you had 3 turnovers there in the first half, but I just thought over the course of the game you overcome that adversity. We saw the strength of your Bulldogs, especially there in the fourth quarter as you scored 22 points there in the fourth quarter. I just thought you kind of wore down a Legacy team and eventually pulled away from them.
Yeah, I thought our guys did a good job of keeping their poise and keeping their composure and understanding kind of what was going on in the game, and that we had turned it over 3 times early, and kept at it and kept fighting, and I think that's a mark of a good team.
45-24 the victory as the Bulldogs beat Wichita Falls Legacy to move to a 1-0 in district. Coach, let's look at these highlights. They were enjoyable to look at this week. Your defense comes up, a nice 3-and-out series to get things underway. Nice play, Brody Martin, Bo Cates on the swing pass, your run game. You stop at the line of scrimmage. Great start for your defense of the 3-and-out series.
Yeah, I don't know the exact stats, but 7 of the first 8, I think, possessions ended in a 3-and-out. And, I think we did a good job of executing, and we continue to play hard.
Bo Cates with a deflected pass here on 3rd down. You force the punt. Then your offense gets going. Nice balance of run and pass. Julius ran tough all night. You'll see a good balance here on this first drive, run and pass. Blaze Ruffin gets going here in the pass game too.
Yeah, they gave us a couple of different looks, and we're able to execute for the most part. We just had some big mistakes in the first part of the game.
Julius run down here inside the 10. You get a penalty that pushes you back to the 17, but the first connection for a touchdown on the night, Jaden to Blaze Ruffin.
Yeah, good execution, something we had worked pretty hard that week, and a good route, good throw, and able to get it in the end zone.
You'll see Blaze sneak into the end zone on the slant, 17-yard touchdown. Bulldogs had a 7-0 lead. Your defense goes back to work. KJ Villegas gets the start at corner. He knocks the ball down again here, and you almost get a safety here on the next 2 plays as your run game, a big stop, and then DeAndre Rodriguez with the sack right at the goal line.
Yeah, a really good play by KJ, a great break on the ball, and then, just getting after him. DeAndre with a great rip move, and right at the goal line for sure.
He started at defensive end. We've seen him at nose guard, but he got to start at defensive end and almost gets the safety, but he does get the sack right at the goal line. More defense here. Carter Nelson, a nice play here on defense.
Yeah, Carter's getting better and better. I think he's done a good job all year, but really running to the football, kind of a new position for him, and getting a lot more familiarity.
We added this play, great play by Blaze. We'll let you be the decision maker on whether or not this was a fumble. Nonetheless, great play by Blaze.
Yeah, just kind of hit the same route he'd scored on, and great run after the catch, and just got to protect the ball for sure.
Well, great play nonetheless, and the Bulldogs right back to work. Good to have Dylan Regala back in the lineup.
Yeah, Dylan was effective. We were able to do some tempo and get him the ball, and had a really nice game.
He had 11 catches on the night. Julius Lane here in the second quarter with the screen pass down inside the 20. And then Julius, this is automatic, feels like right at the 1-yard line. He's going to get in the end zone.
Yeah, that's pretty nice to have. Turned a linebacker loose in the A-gap, and just, Julius is able to run through the arm tackle.
13-0 Bulldogs at this point. Another sack here by your defense. You'll see Drigo Jones, Cooper Holcomb run down the quarterback, part coverage sack, but also great job there at the line as those guys get a stop. And then more defense here, another run stop by your defense, stringing out plays. And Nicholas Jerpy will come up with the sack too.
Yeah, that last play was a really good job of team defense, people doing their jobs and, just executing, and I think that's the key for us.
Another catch here by Dylan Regala. Center of the field, gets down on a knee, and you'll see scramble here by Jaden Carlskins as he gets out of the pocket and gets a run, gets out of bounds. It was 13-10, Coach, at halftime. And then your defense continues to go to work. You'll see here in the second half, just continuing to make great plays right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I really felt like we hadn't played great in the first half, but we're still ahead, and we're able to come out in the second half and kind of put it to them.
And Landry Pate right here, tackle for loss. You get the ball back offensively. Julius really gets going here in the second half with a good, tough run to get you going. And then his longest touchdown of the year, 35 yards. Great blocking to open up this hole.
Yeah, that was a really good job by the offensive line. The play before we had to log the guys that were spilling it, and then, the C's open here. Just a great execution by those guys up front.
The seal blocks, the kick blocks, and before you know it, look at the linemen. They're celebrating at the touchdown. It's 20.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
20-10. Back to your defense. How about Cooper Hill, your inside linebacker, just making tremendous plays all night?
Yeah, it's been all year. Getting more familiar with playing inside instead of out, and just able to run to the football, and has done a good job. A lot of times in a spy technique.
He and DeAndre Rodriguez come together for a sack here. Again, just more scramble. You're forcing a bad pass, and you're forcing another punt there defensively. Back to offense. Cooper Jones gets a couple runs. Tough run here, and it sets up what's going to be a Noah Reberg 35-yard field goal.
Yeah, Cooper had some really tough runs. Hit the hole good. Noah obviously very talented. Good snap, hold, and kick, and to knock down the 35-yarder.
Yeah, his longest of the year. He's 3 for 3 on the year. Juju gets loose here, last play of the third quarter. Really, when you're starting to wear down this legacy defense, his longest run of 50 yards.
Yeah, kind of got us obviously bottled up, but he kept working and found a hole out the backside.
50-yard run there, part of Julius's 171 yards. And then Blaze, a little redemption in the same corner. Great catch here at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, just a really good throw and a great route and catch by Blaze, and that's pretty special.
Yeah, great catch there by Blaze, part of his 5 receptions, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Julius had 3 touchdowns. He powers this one in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Again, a nice open hole on the right side. And then you go for 2 as Bo Cates gets your 2-point conversion.
Yeah, just a little thing we'd seen that we thought had an advantage, and Bo was able to execute it.
31-17 Bulldogs at this point, part of 22 unanswered here in the quarter. Your kick coverage, I thought, played really well. Made a play here to start legacy in poor field position, and then Cooper Hill again gets the sack here out in the flat.
Yeah, we spied 2 guys this time, and we're able to get a little pressure and make him step up. And good scheme and good play by Cooper.
Back offensively here. Jaden takes a big hit on the scramble here, but, man, what a good, tough run.
Yeah, he's – I was screaming, get down for sure. But took a big hit at the end.
He gets back up. He finds Blaze in the end zone. Nice soft toss, pass and catch for another touchdown.
Yeah, I'd kind of seen this coming. Had thrown a bunch of bubble screens and went a little bubble and go and, wide open.
38-17 Bulldogs now in control and a chance to – kind of pin your ears back and look at Cooper Hill again. Your inside linebacker making plays outside the number.
Yeah, just really run into the football. We didn't play that exactly right, but hustle and effort takes care of a lot of stuff.
And it sets up Jordan Lockett with the interception.
Yeah, Jordan has a big play for us and get us down deep in their territory. Good pick for him.
And now just icing on the cake here is, again, I thought your offensive line just wore down legacy there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is a great job of execution of the box, being patient and getting it up in the hole. We'd had a couple of muffs on this earlier, and, a great job there.
45-17 at that point. Legacy does get a touchdown to make it 45-24, but a couple runs here by Cooper Jones to get him on the stat sheet and close it out. He and Jonah Holmes able to run out the clock, and you get a big win, 45-24. The Bulldogs now 3-2 on the year, and more importantly, 1-0 in district play on the night. Couple numbers for you for the Bulldogs: 481 yards of total offense, 297 rushing, 184 passing on the night. Julius Lane, 19 carries for 171 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jaden Carlskins through the air, we had him at 20 of 30 for 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. Blaze Ruffin, 5 receptions for 109, his second week in a row over 100 yards receiving, had 2 touchdowns as well. Dylan Regala back in the lineup, 11 catches for 64. Offense looked good. We saw the defense and the plays they made. What were your biggest takeaways from Friday night?
Yeah, the first half was hard to really tell because, the turnovers, when you don't protect the ball and you turn it over 3 times, it makes it pretty sloppy. But I thought other than those plays, we had executed pretty well and, felt like we were in a good spot at halftime. And, I think we're getting better. I think that's the biggest takeaway and need to. Big key to us having success.
Talk about Jaden and his progression at quarterback. Of course, I thought last week at Stephenville he played really well, and I thought he just continued to do that this week.
Yeah, I think better and better each and every week. Just things are slowing down. I think we say that all the time, but it's really true in his case. And, I think he's been great for us all year, but I think getting better.
45-24, the Bulldogs beat Wichita Falls Legacy again to move to 1-0 in district play. And the big one coming up this week as the Cooper Cougars will be here at Sandifer Stadium. We'll start looking ahead to that one, start previewing the Bulldogs and the Cougars. We'll give you our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game. We'll do that on the other side here of the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Zone. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Stay tuned.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
For over 30 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been voted Abilene's best new car dealer by our customers. That's because we offer the best products from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, and the best customer service too. And that is still true today. Great products and great customer service. So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us or visit us online 24/7 at LawrenceHallAbileneOnline.com. Why go anywhere else?
At Borland Sobin & Partners, your comfort comes first. We understand that going to the dentist can be stressful, so we designed everything to make your visit as easy and relaxed as possible. You'll find a warm team, a welcoming space, and gentle care that focuses on keeping you pain-free. If you're in pain, we offer same-day appointments because you shouldn't have to wait for relief. Whether it's a cleaning or something more involved, we make sure you feel safe, heard, and taken care of every step of the way.
Welcome you back inside the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Zone. I want to say a special thanks to all of our great sponsors of the show who make this possible. Taylor Electric Cooperative, neighbors working for neighbors, services for living, connections for life. Taylor Electric Cooperative. Borland Sobin and Partners Dentistry, providing cosmetic and family dentistry at the best care possible. Find them online at bspdentistry.com. Lawrence Hall Chevrolet, they've been voted the best new car dealer in Abilene for more than 20 years by the Abilene Reporter News. That's Lawrence Hall Chevrolet. And our good friends at The Shed Market, 7925 Buffalo Gap Road, The Shed Market. Also, Abilene Glass and Mirror, they sponsor our player of the game each week. When you put 45 points on the board, you can pick a lot of players to choose from. Coach, we went with Blaze Ruffin, your junior wide receiver who just continues to excel. Back-to-back weeks now, he's been over 100 yards receiving. This week versus Legacy, 5 receptions, 109 yards. He's in the end zone twice. Blaze Ruffin was our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game.
Yeah, I put together a couple of weeks now of, big numbers. But, I think Blaze and the way in which he plays and the other contributions, had some huge blocks for us the other night, I thought played a really good game.
Talk about he and his skill set. One, he's fast. Two, he runs great routes. He's a little bit of a combination of everything that makes him dangerous out there.
Yeah, just becoming stronger, and I think he's a much better player than he was last year, and I think continuing to improve. But Blaze works really hard, really competitive kid, plays a lot of sports for us here at Wylie, and I think he's just getting better and better.
Talk about the relationship he has with Jaden Carlskent, not only with him as quarterback, but now this receiving core, which is getting back to full strength. He got Dylan back in the lineup the other night. Talk about the relationship of those guys with their quarterback, and Blaze especially working with Jaden.
Yeah, I think, that's just gotten stronger and stronger. That we're in a really kind of funny situation that we had 6 quarterbacks on that team that are still on our team right now. Blake Frayling was in junior high. Blake Frayling. Jaden moved in here as a quarterback. Bo Cates is a quarterback. Luke Walker was a quarterback. And so, they started off both playing quarterback, up through their freshman year, and have just developed more and more of a relationship on the field this year.
That's great. Blaze is probably a guy that you've known. Greg Ruffin, his dad's been here, a coach here forever. I don't know how long y'all have coached together, but a long time.
Yeah, long time.
So you've probably known Blaze since like the day he was born. Is that fair?
Oh yeah, no question about it. For sure.
So a coach's kid, there's certainly a different dynamic. You know that with your boys and just being around the game so much. How much does that rub off on sons just being around programs?
Oh, I think there's no question that it's a special thing. Something that was great for my kids, and my kids were little bitty when Coach Ruffin was here too, and I think he put one of them in one of the dryers one time. So, just a great relationship with those kids, and really special for them too.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, no doubt.
That explains a lot. But again, Blaze Ruffin this week, 5 receptions for 109 yards. He had the 2 touchdowns. He was our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game. And since 1946, Abilene Glass and Mirror has been providing special glass here at the best care possible. You can find them online at AbileneGlass.com. He scored 5 touchdowns over the course of the last 3 games. Coronado, Stephenville, and now Wichita Falls Legacy, 5 on the season. You got Dylan Regala back, and I thought that was a nice addition. You got Dylan out in space on the outside, let him go to work, and what that allowed, we saw in the second touchdown was Blaze was open deep because of the double move. But how nice was it just to have Dylan back in the lineup the other night?
Yeah, Wyatt Kidman did an exceptional job for us in Dylan's replacement while Dylan was out. But, that position is a lot more possession type oriented. And, Dylan did a great job, and I thought we executed well. I thought we blocked well on the outside with Blaze being one of those guys. But, when you can do that, it really helps with the RPO game, and then helps us downfield too.
You mentioned the RPO game because now defenses are really having to cover their perimeter. They're having to cover vertical. And because of that, we saw what we've seen all year, but Julius was able to get free there between the tackles with some big runs.
I mean, everybody's trying to do that, obviously, but
Sure.
We're trying to stretch the field horizontally and vertically and, be able to take advantage of what they give us and hopefully open up the run game.
Defensively, again, we saw what this team's done. You're still holding the 5 opponents that you've played to less than 100 yards rushing. I think your front 7 under defensive coordinator Matt Cates is just making some good plays. And again, we talked about Cooper Hill in the highlights. Watching your inside linebacker able to go sideline to sideline and make vertical plays. He's one of, I think, all that front 7 who can make plays on the interior, but also get out and cover in space too.
Yeah, Cooper has a knack for that. He's done really well, and most of that is just relentless effort. He's a kid that plays exceptionally hard and, is never going to take a second off. And I think we have a lot of guys on our defense that do that. And, we make mistakes all the time, but I think a lot of that gets erased by hustle and effort.
Boy, no doubt about that. The Bulldogs were fortunate to do that, and they did that well in that 45-21 victory versus Wichita Falls Legacy. So the Bulldogs are now 1-0 in district play, 1 down. Long schedule still to go, and the next team in front of them are the Abilene Cooper Cougars, also 1-0 in district play. It'll make for a fun one on Friday night. We will take the time out. We'll break that one down. Cooper and Wylie coming up on Friday. We'll do it on the other side, the Wylie Bulldog Sports Zone. Stay tuned.
At Borland Sobin & Partners, Invisalign makes getting a straighter smile simple and stress-free. With clear removable aligners, you can skip the brackets and wires and still get amazing results. We customize every Invisalign plan to fit comfortably and work efficiently, so your teeth straighten over time. You can brush with ease and smile without feeling self-conscious. And we're with you every step of the way, offering expert care and guidance from start to finish. At BSP Dentistry, straightening your smile is comfortable, natural, and easy.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
For over 30 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been voted Abilene's best new car dealer by our customers. That's because we offer the best products from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, and the best customer service too. And that is still true today. Great products and great customer service. So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us or visit us online 24/7 at LawrenceHallAbileneOnline.com. Why go anywhere else?
And back one final time, the Wylie Bulldogs Sports Zone here with the head coach, Clay Martin. The Bulldogs are 1-0 in district after beating Wichita Falls Legacy last week. Back on the field this Friday and back at home this Friday after back-to-back road trips, back at home this week against the Cooper Cougars, the Southtown Showdown against a Cougar team that is also 1-0 in district. And Coach, this district, boy, I hate to say raised eyebrows because, again, we've talked about the parity of this district, but some great wins. Abilene Cooper beats Memorial last week. Plainview beats Lubbock Cooper last week. Here are the Bulldogs at 1-0. Buckle up. The next 6 weeks are really going to be fun in this district.
Yeah, and I think there's no question about that. And I think that we've talked before about how there's a lot of depth to this district. And, you know, I think each team is exceptionally talented in certain areas, and you know, it's just going to be the matchup each and every week.
Well, let's talk about this Cooper Cougar team that you see on Friday, the big win versus Wichita Falls Memorial. You've had a chance to watch that game film. What did you see from that Cooper team last Friday that really impressed you?
Yeah, I thought Cooper played really hard. You know, I thought they played really good. They played well all game long, both sides of the ball. You know, their run game was exceptional against Memorial, and you know, I just thought that they were very well coached and did a great job.
This has turned into a great rivalry since the Bulldogs have moved up to 5A. You've played 6 times. It's even 3-3. In the last 3 games, I know they've all gone the way of the Bulldogs, but really all the way down to the wire. I can remember 3 years ago, it's a 1-score game, and we hit a deep pass to Derek Evans for a touchdown. The next year it's a 1-score game, and Colin Bruning gets the interception return for a touchdown. Last year the margin was a little bit larger, but it was still a game there deep in the second half. This has just turned into a great rivalry between the two schools, and from a fan's perspective, the entertainment value between the Cougars and the Bulldogs is something special.
Yeah, I think it'll be great for the community and for both schools. Have a lot of pride, and you know, it's something that obviously everybody looks forward to, but you know, with it being a district game, that's you know, what we're all focused in on right now.
The opportunity to go 2-0 in district. Again, we talk about it's just a short schedule. You only get 6 of these things. You got 1 down. This is week number 2. The opportunity to get out and get ahead 2-0 in district. What's the value in getting out and being 2-0?
Yeah, obviously with just 6 games, every one of them's huge, important. And, you know, right now we have a chance to separate ourselves from another team in the district. We had a chance against Legacy last week, and now it's Abilene Cooper, and you know, that's the task at hand and what we're focused on. And, you know, somebody's going to be 2-0 when it's over and be at the top of the district.
Yep, no doubt about that. So let's talk some X's and O's. And you get this Cooper team. They're 3-2. We're 3-2. Again, both 1-0 in district. Some X's and O's. What will we see from the Cougars offensively, defensively? What will they try to do schematically and be successful? And what do the Bulldogs have to do to slow that down?
Yeah, they're going to be multiple offensively. You know, we've got a guy that's playing quarterback in Jaden Carrillo that's dynamic, and he runs the football and can throw it really well too. Got a lot of weapons on the outside. They're good up front. Will present a lot of problems that we'll have to take care of. A lot of assignment football this week, and where we'll have to execute that. And on the defensive side of the ball, they fly around. They're really going to hustle, and you know, really talented, and are going to fly to the football.
Do you like weeks like this, playing Crosstown Rival, or would you rather play the team that's 3 hours away?
I like weeks where you're playing a good team.
Yeah.
I mean, like I enjoy those weeks, and you know, I don't know that the Crosstown Rival's really been big deal. I think I'll be happy when the game gets here for sure. So,
well, you're in for a good week, because you're playing a good one this week in the Cooper Cougars. Coach, congrats on last week. It was fun up in Wichita Falls. We look forward to what this week holds. Best of luck against the Cougars on Friday night.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet. You better get here early on Friday night. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff at Hugh Sandifer Stadium, but we are anticipating a large crowd for the Southtown Showdown. Cooper and Wylie, both teams at 1-0, trying to get out for 2-0 start here in District 2-5A play. Again, 7 o'clock kickoff here from Hugh Sandifer Stadium. If for some reason you can't join us, we'll have the live stream broadcast on Wylie Bulldog Productions on YouTube, as well as on the radio on 106.3 The Raider. We will talk to you next week. We'll recap the Cooper game, and then we'll get you ready for the long road trip up to Amarillo next week to take on the Palo Duro Dons. Again, we'll do that next week. Thanks for joining us today. For the head coach, Clay Martin, I am Andy Penny. We'll talk to you down the road. Until next time, take care and go Bulldogs. So long, everybody.
In the great state of Texas, sports is about more than a game. It's about more than the sweat on your brow or the weight on your shoulders. It's about passion. It's about pride. It's about community. It's about playing for the name on the front of your jersey and the name on the back. As you lace up your shoes and tighten your gear, remember the journey that has brought you here. The early mornings, the late nights, the battles fought and the battles won.
Ortiz in the left, at the wall.
This is your moment. This is your stage. This is your time to compete. Never forget, in the pursuit of victory, that for Texans, how we win is just as important as winning itself. That's why we compete the Texas way, with a respect for others, control of self, and a spirit of competition. Because we know that true champions not only excel on the field, but have the kind of character that make them champions in the game of life. Now let's go out there and compete the Texas way. For in this moment, on this stage today, you are more than just a player, a coach, or a fan. You are a champion of integrity, a guardian of honor. You are an ambassador of the game. This is our legacy. This is the Texans way.
It is time. Friday Night Lights come alive under the West Texas sunset. Wylie Bulldog Football. Featuring the Wylie Pure Gold Band. Keeping you clued in on the hottest gridiron action around. Andy Penny and Ryan Holmes. And the main attraction, your Wylie Bulldogs under the leadership of head coach Clay Martin. Right now on 106.3 The Raider, this is Wylie Bulldog Football.
On a beautiful night in Abilene, Texas, what better place would you want to be than Hugh Sandifer Stadium? We got a matchup of undefeated teams in District 2-5A, Division II, but more importantly, we got the Southtown Showdown of 2025. Welcome in, Bulldog fans, to what's going to be a fun night of football. It's the Wylie Bulldogs at 3-2. They're 1-0 in district play, taking on the Cooper Cougars, also 3-2. And 1-0. How you doing, Bulldog fans? Glad to have you with us as Wylie Bulldog Productions on YouTube, Wylie ISD, and 106.3 The Raider. Glad to bring you Wylie Bulldog football. I'm Andy Penny, your play-by-play voice tonight for, again, what should be a good one. This is always a good one when the Cougars and the Bulldogs get together, but a lot on the line after what Week 1 played out last week. The Bulldogs in Wichita Falls, they beat Wichita Falls Legacy 45-24. The Cooper Cougars, a big win last week versus Wichita Falls Memorial at 42-27. The winner tonight will be the only team in District 2-5A at the end of the night that will be 2-0. Kickoffs in just a few minutes. We'll get you ready between now and then. When I say we, I've got my good friend on my right-hand side. He's always geared up for the Southtown Showdown. It's my good friend Ryan Holmes. Hodge, welcome to Wylie Bulldog football, my friend.
Man, it's good to be here. Good to be at home. Big crowd. You see the red and blue across from us. A lot of purple and gold and Wylie Nation getting into the stands now. You see the Bulldogs coming out. Excited for tonight. This is what we thought this rival would be, and it's on the card tonight. One that you're going to enjoy and hopefully be a great night for Texas high school football.
We've seen this one over the course of the years. Typically, like in Week 10, it's got playoff implications on the line, district championships on the line, who's going to go to El Paso, all that. Here we are in Week 6. I think we can say the exact same thing. It's early in the district schedule. We saw the parity of this District 2-5A, which makes it all the more important to get out in front of the rest of the district. Again, the only team, the team that wins tonight will be the only team in the district at the end of the night that will be 2-0. There's a lot on the line tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line, not only from a travel perspective, but also just the rest of the schedule. Cooper had the privilege, if you want to look at it, to play Memorial first, one of the tough ones that if you look at Dave Campbell's, you look at Big Country Blitz, one of the playoff teams projected. Well, they've got them behind them at 1-0, and now the Bulldogs trying to find a way to get that done tonight to get to 2-0 with the schedule that we have ahead in front of us.
Well, let's talk about the Bulldogs. A week ago, 45-24 the win versus Wichita Falls Legacy. It was a slow start for Wylie. 3 turnovers in the first half. Had a 13-10 lead. Over the course of the second half, we saw that offense really get going. Julius Lane and that offensive line really went to work. At the end of the night, it was a 3-touchdown spread at 45-24.
Yeah, it did. It started off because when you, and again, I talked about it last week, on paper it doesn't mean anything, but even more so, we had 3 turnovers early there in the first half, giving Legacy a little bit of confidence going into halftime, coming into, and it really didn't kick off rolling in the Bulldogs' favor until about the fourth quarter.
The largest rushing night of the night for Wylie. They had 297 yards rushing. Julius Lane had 171 of that. But even through the air, Jaden Carlskent was 20 of 30, very efficient through the night last week. And also Blaze Ruffin, back-to-back weeks, he's been over 100 yards receiving. We're starting to see the balance of this team. Of course, we knew Julius would be there. Now we're seeing Jaden and that receiving core really get going. They're at full strength, too, with Dylan Regala back.
And again, I think that's one of the big things is during that stretch when Dylan was out, you had Kidman. You had him stepping up, Blaze and Jaden getting connected together. And I think adding Dylan, again, a great core at the right time, getting hot, moving the right direction. Again, huge having all those weapons available.
We talk about the Cooper Cougars. Again, they're 3-2, 1-0 in district play. A big win last week again against Memorial at 42-27. This is a team under Jaden Carrillo and this offense. They are known for chunk plays, explosive plays. They can get out and go. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism. All the more important for this Bulldog defense to make plays because this Cooper offense can go.
Well, and that's one of those things. We'll get to the keys to victory a little bit later, but I think that's one of the big things. And I think probably coming into this may be the most confident, especially after last week's win against Memorial, that Cooper probably has under Coach Roan. And again, leading, he's a senior now, Carrillo, probably the most confident that the Cougs come in tonight in some time since we've been doing this game.
The captains are making their way out on the field. You can see Jaden Carrillo as well as Dyson Davis, also Cannon Adams, and Caden Bryan, the captains for the Cougars. For the Bulldogs, DeAndre Rodriguez, Michael Pena-Perez, Julius Lane,
Andy,
and Barrett Huffington.
Bulldog with Tony Gonzalez, the referee for this year's Southtown Showdown, with this evening's coin toss ceremony.
How we doing, guys? His wife Ramona Nelson is a 5th grade language arts teacher.
That's Dustin Tatro with us down in the coin toss at the 50-yard line.
All right, man, here we go. Y'all ready? All right, help us out. Stop on the ball, stop on the whistle. Help us get the ball in the middle. Let's show good sportsmanship and have a good ball game, okay? Got Mr. Nelson's going to do the honorary coin toss for us tonight. Okay, Cooper, you're my back up just a second, Cooper. You're my visiting captain. Tell him what you want. What'd you say?
Heads.
Flip. All right, Cooper wins. You want to defer, right?
As you hear, Cooper wins the coin toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half.
Thank you, Dustin. So we'll see the Bulldog offense on the field. Cooper wins the toss. I bet you didn't know this. Clay Martin is 0 for 6 on coin tosses this year. The Bulldogs have lost all 6.
Well, that's all right. That's okay.
So the Bulldog offense will be on the field to start all 6 games. As Cooper defers, we'll see Jaden Carlskent and that offense get going. here in just a moment. A great crowd has filed in. We've got beautiful temperatures, early October. We're still in the mid-80s, so we hadn't pulled out the sweatshirts and the blankets yet, but they're coming here the next few weeks. We pause here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. We pay respects and honor to our great United States of America, the playing of the national anthem. You'll hear from Kyle McDonald, the band director of the Wylie High School Pure Gold Band, and the playing of our national anthem. The Stars and Stripes, our national anthem, brought to you by the Wylie High School Pure Gold Band. We say a special thank you to all of those who protect our freedom, both here in the United States and worldwide. Hodge, we are moments away from opening kickoff. Let's talk some keys to success, keys to victory for the home team, the Wylie Bulldogs, tonight.
And I'm going to start it off with just one word: and control. Control, number one, control our emotions. Crosstown rival, social media, something that wasn't around when Lorena was about to play their rival that you had to post about. But with social media, you're going to have emotions. You're going to have a lot of intense energy. Control your emotions. Control the line of scrimmage. We got to be able to do that from a running standpoint, being able to run the football, and then defensively, be sure we win it up front as well. And I've got Carrillo. Kind of keep him in check, know where he is, and then win on the explosive plays. Control those. Be sure we're winning on those explosive plays. And then I'm going to say it again, win third down, control that, and then big deal, no penalties that are very easily. There is a penalty you can get away with, but definitely the unforced before the whistle, false starts, holdings, let's avoid those.
The Bulldogs in the home purple jersey tops tonight. They wear the black pants, of course, the purple helmets with the gold Bulldog on the side. Cooper in the all-white jersey tops, white pants, the red piping down the pants, the blue helmets with the red Cougar on the side. Bulldogs 3-2, Cougars 3-2. The Southtown Showdown is underway as here is the kickoff. It's deep in the far corner. We'll check up and go out of bounds, and our first Pest Patrol penalty flag will come on the opening kickoff. A kick out of bounds on the far side, and Jaden Carlskent and company about to have nice starting field position after the flag. Again, Carlskent, the quarterback, makes his sixth start of the season. He is 6 foot, 180-pound junior, and on the year, he's 60 of 88, 766 yards. That's 150 a game. 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And last week was 20 of 30. And 2 touchdown passes, both of those went to Blaze Ruffin. They'll start it on the left hash and on the 30-yard line. It's an overload set with 3 offensive linemen to the right. And a handoff to Julius Lane off the left guard. He's got a seam. He's got the 40, 45. He's to the numbers. He's tripped off his feet at the 50. And put 20 on the stat sheet for number 21, Julius Lane. It's a 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Yeah, really great start by the Bulldogs. New set. Great job by the offensive line. Big job in protecting the football by Julius Lane, and really close to getting into Cougar territory.
Julius coming off his nicest game of the year last week, 171 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Here's the first bubble screen. It's Dylan Regala, the junior, out in the left flat. He'll get inside the Cougar 45. He'll get to the 43. Stoppage in play here as he just went out of bounds and his helmet came off. Dylan's helmet came off. He'll have to come off. Dylan back after missing 3 games with a hamstring injury. Came to life last week, had 11 receptions. He's got 7 on the pass. It's 2nd down and 3 from the Cooper 43. Carlskent take the snap. He'll give it to Lane again, and Julius will power forward. He's shy of a 1st down. He's got 2. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Let's set the rest of that offense for you. You've already heard from Dylan Regala in the receiving core. Blaze Ruffin, also a receiver. Jackson Williams, the freshman, gets his second start in the receiving core as well. Blake Frailing will play the H-back position. Michael Pena-Perez the start at tight end. We'll set the offensive line after our first 3rd down here. 3rd down and 1. Wylie at the Cooper 41. It's on the left hash. Frailing in motion right to left. Tight end to the right is Pena-Perez. Play action, quick throw. It's caught. Wyatt Kidman with a block and a first down. He's inside the 35. Spun down, gang tackled. Good kick out block by Blaze Ruffin. It's a gain of 9 and a Wylie Bulldog first down.
That's really big. We talked about the games early on with Dylan out, Kidman coming in. Great job, great catch. And you mentioned it, Blaze Ruffin with a big, nice block to extend it. Kind of makes you feel like no matter what was happening, 4th down might have been an offensive play too.
Barrett Huffington is your center tonight. Sutton Stevenson at left guard. Mac Brasheen, the freshman, at right guard. We'll get your left tackles after first down. It's a high snap. Carlson's going to have to run, and all he can do is fall on it. A huge loss on the snap over his head. Will trail back to the Wylie 40-yard line. That is a loss of 28 on just the high snap over Carlson's head. It's a drive killer. It's 2nd down and long.
Oh, that is a big, tough one right there. Normally you talk about getting the original line of scrimmage on a penalty. We almost had the original line of scrimmage from the snap. Yeah, big, tough one there. The benefit is at least it's only 2nd down.
Yeah, 2nd and 38 if that's a silver lining, I guess so.
Trying to find it. That's at 2nd down.
From the Wylie 40. Carlson gets rid of it in a hurry. Quick out. That's Regala. He's got some of the yardage back. He's tripped off his feet. Nice open field tackle. Out in the flat. 9 for Dylan. It's 3rd down and long. Good tackle out of the secondary by A.J. Rico. Your tackles again tonight, Mark Esquivel, Wyatt Gilliam. Now here you just don't want to make a mistake. I'm assuming Cooper will drop coverage and make a tackle on 3rd down and about 29. Just underway. This is the opening drive tonight. Carlson wants to roll the pocket to the right. Set his feet. Pump and go. Going deep. Regala behind the defense. Knocked away last second. Great coverage in the secondary. Demarion Murray, the 5'8 junior. Looked like Regala had a step, but Murray closed the gap in a hurry, knocks it away. It's a pass breakup, and it's 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, really great play by Murray. Just a little bit underthrown by Carlson, but now here's a very important punt, Andy. You had great field position. You got into Cougar territory, the bad snap. Now trying to find a way to get a good punt here by Carlson to still win the field position.
Yeah, he is the punter. He'll get this one away. Chris Asir is back deep. He will let it bounce, and it will roll down inside the 20, come to rest at the Cougar 19. 8:15 left our opening quarter. The Bulldogs had some momentum, but the bad snap stalls the drive, and now we'll see that Cooper offense for the first time. It's Jaden Carrillo, the 5'9", 170-pound senior, to lead out the Cougars. Dual threat. He's thrown for 681 yards on the year. He's rushed for 339, but he's scored 9 rushing touchdowns. He has been impressive. They'll lead this Cooper offense out 1st and 10 again on their own 19. It's just inside the left hash. He'll start with trips to the wide side of the field. And a back offset to his right. Carrillo take a low snap, handoff on a dive play, bouncing out to the right, making the first man miss, cutting up at the hash and still on his feet out to the 30-yard line. Good tough run by Peyton Hewing, number 25. And made something out of nothing. He's got 11 and a Cougar first down.
Yeah, big fast start there by the Cougs, and now looks like they're trying to go even faster. Quick tempo here to start.
From the right hash and on the 30. Ewing, the leading rusher for this Cougar team. Pick starts with 11. Carrillo now will scramble to his right, wants to throw, throws across his body, has a receiver dragging all the way across the field. The catch by Tavius Collier, the 5'9 junior. Carrillo kept that play alive, hits Collier in stride, out of bounds, far sideline for 15. Back-to-back plays, back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, Collier, real good play there, keeping the play alive. Lockett trailing him, kind of lost his man, and first down Cougars.
From the 45. Carrillo will keep it this time on the zone read. He's got another first down. He's got all sorts of room. He's inside the Wylie 25. It's a foot race, and he is in the end zone. It's a Cooper Cougar touchdown. Jaden Carrillo on the zone read keeps it around right guard. 55 yards later, Cougars strike first. It's 6-0 with an extra point to follow. There's the speed of the dual threat. We knew it was coming. And Jaden takes it to the house.
Yeah, really great job on one of these deals, read option. Again, Carrillo's going to read that in and make the decision. Assignment football is going to be big tonight, and a big bounce back. Not a turnover, but a big opportunity for the Cougs taking advantage of the snap. And now 7-0, the Bulldogs trail.
Extra point is up and good by Daniel Asumani. 7-0 Cougars with 7:29 left in our first quarter. This is Wylie Bulldog football. We're powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 106.3 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
At Borland Sobin & Partners, Invisalign makes getting a straighter smile simple and stress-free. With clear removable aligners, you can skip the brackets and wires and still get amazing results. We customize every Invisalign plan to fit comfortably and work efficiently, so your teeth straighten over time. You can brush with ease and smile without feeling self-conscious. And we're with you every step of the way, offering expert care and guidance from start to finish. At BSP Dentistry, straightening your smile is comfortable, natural, and easy.
Perfect. Kickoff return by Blaze Ruffin. He gets just outside the 20-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will start. They trail on the scoreboard. A Jaden Carrillo 55-yard touchdown run. Daniel Asumani the extra point. Cougars have an early 7-0 lead. Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union scoring drive summary. 3 plays, 81 yards. All 3 plays were first downs. Just 46 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, and again, that first explosive play right there, so far leader in the clubhouse, Cougars.
From the Wylie 21 and from the right hash. Carlskin will start this drive with a handoff. Lane hit right in the hole. No gain this time for Julius. Maybe one with forward progress. That defensive line making a play. That's Israel Massamia making that play. Give him 1 on the play. Yes, 2nd down and 9. Bulldogs move the football okay. Just the snap
I mean,
over
things
the
are going good, and it's kind of like you just got to bounce back from that next drive and find a way. How do you answer after the first punch?
Now from the 22, 2nd down and 9. Straight drop, 4-man pressure, setting up the screen. He's got Lane out in the left flat with a block. He's got the 25, he's got the 30. Julius has a first down. Great execution of the screen pass, 11 for Julius. The Bulldogs will move the sticks. We see the bubble screens to the outside, but Julius gets loose there in the inside. Great execution of the screen.
Yeah, really good job in understanding what you get up the field as a lineman, being sure you great block, don't try to hold or anything, just get in the way and let the speed and the strength of Julius take over. Great job.
From the 33, now from the left hash. Motion across the formation. That's Regala. Tied into the right is Pena Perez. High snap again. It's a counter play. A little draw back to Julius up the left hash. He's got 5. Good ankle tackle by Jamarian Dunson. But 5 more for Julius. You'll see Isaac Masuima on the line with his twin brother Israel, both on that defensive line. Dyson Davis, of course, the 6'3 senior. Where's number 21? He's a defensive end. It's 3-4 look.
And we saw that with the long snap, but still execution on the shotgun snap's big, so your timing on your run plays and your play action are big.
On 2nd down and 5, get rid of it. Out in the flat this time. Ruffin's got the catch on the bubble screen. He's got enough for a first down, as he will get to the 44. That's a gain of 6. Put it on the 45. Excuse me, Phil. Phil Hill, our statistician. They put it on the 45, so give him 7. But move the sticks again. Now 2 first downs on this drive.
Yeah, and again, one of the most important plays about those quick passes, quick hitches, is the blocking. And again, Jaden Namey and Dylan Regala, great job there letting Blaze get the first.
Namey, the sophomore, in that receiving core. 1st and 10, play action. Carlson with pressure, steps up, gets away from the first wave. The second wave will get there. The pile will push forward. It's a gang tackle. Give Jaden 3 on that play. It was Dyson Davis off the edge who almost got to Jaden. He was able to step up in the pocket, and then just the push of the offensive line gets him 3.
And really fortunate. I thought he turned what was about to be either a loss or a line of scrimmage tackle, and getting 3. Good job. Had a little help from the Bulldog line.
Yeah, negative into a positive there for Carlson. 4.5 left first quarter. Cooper a 7-0 lead. Bulldogs have a 2nd and 7 from their own 48. Play action again, another quick screen. Regala with a block, gets the sideline. He's got another first down. A flag does fly far side. The block might have been a little too excessive, a pest patrol penalty flag, and Bulldogs might get called holding on the edge that allowed Regala to get around the edge.
Yeah, anytime you see those arms extend as a receiver, Phil, you'll probably agree with that. And it didn't help being on that sideline. You see those arms get extended, holding's going to be called on official quick, or ref, or player.
Yeah, Ryan, just about every time, and you saw how the cornerback got turned around. I kind of figured it was coming.
Pest Patrol, family-owned and operated business. Number one focus is providing customers with the best pest control services available. You can feel comfortable when that yellow truck arrives at your house. They'll take care of you. Our good friends at Pest Patrol. The penalty mark-off, 10-yard mark-off, a 2nd down and now 17 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, important 2nd down here, Andy, to set up. Big play here, get those penalty yards back, and keep this drive moving.
It's right in the middle of the field at the Wylie 38. Carlson, 3-step drop, quick curl. This is caught. Nice catch, breaking a tackle. Wyatt Kidman has the penalty yardage back and then some. As he gets to the Cooper 49. That's 13 for Kidman. Clay Martin was very highly regarded, Wyatt Kidman, for what he did in those 3 weeks that Regala was out with a hamstring injury. Just really impressed with what Wyatt did in that role.
And it allowed him to gain that confidence. And for Jaden, again, first-year starting quarterback at the varsity level, getting confidence, and now you have a full arsenal of receivers.
Kidman, 10 receptions, 93 yards coming into tonight. On a 3rd down, fake the sweep. Carlson rolls to his right, has pressure, makes the first man miss, keeping the play alive, but nobody open down the field. All he can do is throw it away. Giving chase was Jamarian Dunston, the 5'8 junior, the outside linebacker. Decision time here for the Bulldogs. 4th down and about 4 from the Cooper 49. Personnel changes. So the Bulldogs punted on their first drive, and they've sent the punt unit out here on drive number 2.
Yeah, a little misdirection, try to confuse a little bit, did not work. Bit of not a coverage sack, but a coverage throwaway. And now 4th down and looking to the sideline is Jaden.
So that's 10 on the play clock. Chris Asir is back deep, stands at the Cougar 15. Here's the snap. It's a snap to the up man. That's Drigo Jones. Drigo trying to get the first down. He's not going to get there. Drigo straight up the middle. The up man, the personal protector, took the snap, tried to go right up the middle. He's able to get 2, but the Bulldogs needed 4. It's a turnover on downs, and Cooper has the football back. And Cooper will set up this drive at their own 47. 3:26 left in our first quarter. Cougars the 7-0 lead. Now good starting field position.
And here you got to be careful of where Carrillo is. It's kind of like a turnover that we've seen. Opportunity to maybe hit a big play here. Just got to have your head on a swivel if you're the Bulldog defense.
He's got a 3-receiver set, an H-back to his right who motions into the backfield. Ewing's back there with him too. Carrillo will swing it out. It's Ewing who will make the catch. All sorts of purple jerseys around Ewing, and they'll drop him for a loss. Take your pick of that defensive unit to make that tackle. Bo Cates, DeAndre Rodriguez. Loss of 2 for Ewing on the swing pass. 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, first time, Andy, for the Cougs. Again, only 3 plays on that first touchdown drive. First play behind the sticks here. And again, assignment football is going to be big on making sure you take care of Carrillo and your responsibility if you got the running back.
2nd down and 12 from the left hash, from the Cougar 45. Carrillo play action, looks to his left, and gets buried off the edge. Landry Pate says, how you doing? Helmet to chest, back on the ground. It's a loss of 5. Landry Pate, the outside linebacker.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Did not see that coming. Carrillo, big hit by Pate. Now again, here's that big third down and behind the sticks. Big down here for the Bulldogs. They're trying to get that momentum kick back on the Bulldog side. Zaylen Johnson jumping up down, wanting him to throw the football over here.
Now 3rd down and 17, back-to-back negative plays. It's 3-man pressure. Bulldogs will play coverage. The pass is caught over the middle. First catch of the night for number 9. That's Tayden Bender, the tight end. He gets to the 48. It's a gain of 12. It's decision time for Aaron Roan and the Cougars. Looks like it's all systems go. 4th down and 5 from the Wylie 48.
Yeah, and I feel like this is one of the go. Again, what do we got? 4th and 5, hard count. Be smart of the hard count here. Head on a swivel, know where Carrillo is. 4th down here. Big play here for the Bulldogs.
4th and 5 from the Wylie 48. Carrillo looks like he's going to be in punt formation, has 2 H-backs, and he will quick kick punt. Nobody back deep for the Bulldogs. It hits at the 15. It rolls down inside the 5. Cougars trying to cover it, and they can't do it. It's into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Big break there, Andy. Again, when you have athletes playing at quarterback like Carlskin and Carrillo, being able to quick kick that and just literally, we talk about football being a game of inches from being on the very little bitty part of the green turf.
The touchback, and the Bulldogs will start drive number 3 at their own 20-yard line. Hey, our title sponsor of Bulldog football is Taylor Electric Cooperative. They're still owned by the members they serve. Neighbors working for neighbors. Services for living, connections for life. Taylor Electric Cooperative. Also our game sponsor here in-house at Sandifer Stadium tonight. Brandon Nelson doing the coin toss.
Yeah, a veteran from the Air Force and now working with us. Good stuff.
Yeah, great to have him in-house tonight. 1st and 10 from the 20. Carlskin, straight drop, 3-man pressure. Steps away from it. He's going to air it out. He's got a post pattern. He's got Ruffin with a step. Blaze has got it, and he's going 80 yards. Put it on the board. Blaze Ruffin, 80 yards into the purple turf. It's a Wylie Bulldog touchdown.
And there you go, 1 for 1 on explosive plays, Andy. Carrillo with a big run, and now an 80-yard touchdown pass. Again, Jaden Carlskin to Blaze Ruffin. Big play, 80 yards, big stop. Good job, Bulldogs, and now an opportunity to tie this thing up with a minute left.
Blaze has been over 100 yards receiving each of the last 2 weeks. He's pretty close on one play. He's got 80 right there. His 6th touchdown reception of the season. Noah Reberg is in for the extra point. The snap is back. The hold is down. Noah's PAT is good. The Southtown Showdown is living up to its billing. 1:04 left first quarter. We're tied at 7. Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network. 106.3 The Raider.
For over 30 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been voted Abilene's best new car dealer by our customers. That's because we offer the best products from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, and the best customer service too. And that is still true today. Great products and great customer service. So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us or visit us online 24/7 at LawrenceHallAbileneOnline.com. Why go anywhere else?
Jaden Carlskin to Blaze Ruffin, 80-yard touchdown pass. We are tied at 7. 1:04 left here in the first quarter as Reberg, his first kickoff of the night, and it is a deep one. Will push the Cougars back inside the 10, taken at the 5, and coming up the hash, cutting out to the outside is Chris Asir. He's got the 25. Late penalty flag flies, so we will check that flag. Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union scoring drive summary. Hodge, I'm going to let you do this.
Hey, it was one play.
Okay, one play.
80 yards.
80 yards.
13 seconds.
Nicely done,
there
man.
You go.
Nicely done. Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union scoring drive summary. Member-owned, community-focused, full-service financial institution serving Abilene and the Big Country since 1955. Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union. Phil, I didn't see the penalty.
Well, apparently we had a holding, but all I saw was a big scrum of people. But
your view's not as good up here as it is down there.
No, it's not.
Oh, down there. So the return to the 25, but a Pest Patrol penalty flag on the Cougars. They'll start their third drive from their own 15. It'll be on the right hash here for Carrillo. Drive 1 went about as good as you can expect. Drive 2, not so much. And now a whistle and a false start here on the Cougars. So after a great 3-play drive that they score, go 81 yards on that opening drive. Bulldog defense figured it out in drive 2, and now the Cougars going the wrong way.
Yeah, going the wrong way. Their original drive that they had the touchdown on did start on their own 19. So this 15 is the worst, and now it's about to get even a little bit deeper. But again, big plays, 3 big plays was the difference in that first drive. And now can the Bulldogs keep that momentum after the back-to-back penalty flag against the Cougs?
A false start puts it back to the 10, first down and 15. It's a Cougar team that hasn't been penalized that much this year. Only 22 penalties through 5 games. So been really disciplined. Behind the sticks here, first and 15. Ewing offset to Carrillo's right. Still on the right hash at the 10. Carrillo will take the snap. He'll give it to Ewing off left guard, who gets into the second level. He's to the 18, so 8 on that play. Nice tackle, Carter Nelson, the strong safety, 6'1", 190-pound junior. That 8 yards gets the penalty yardage back. Jake Smart also playing some defensive end tonight. He wears number 29, 6 foot, 180-pound junior.
In a play like that's big for the Cougs because it gives you a little breathing room on first down, and now second down for the Cougars.
Second down and 7 from the 18. Ewing will reset, offset to Carrillo's right. Long snap count. Now he's got it. Play action. I'm going to try to air it out, go vertical down the far sideline. It's up for grabs and incomplete. Jordan Lockett on the coverage was Zaylon Johnson. And just falls incomplete. Now third down and 8. They saw something they liked on the far side, so tried the vertical route. Johnson could not quite haul it in.
And a really good job by Lockett being sure not getting any kind of crazy contact because he was running with his back to the ball. And a lot of times you see that defensive back, that cornerback keep going. Good job by Lockett to not get any contact. Good coverage now, a big third down for the Bulldogs for a possibility, a chance to continue to winning that turnover field of position battle.
Could be our last play here of the first quarter. 7-7 tie. Third down and 7 from the 18. Carrillo, play action, gets outside the pocket to his right. Sets his feet, gets all the way to the sideline, tries to throw it right on the sideline, incomplete. Good pressure there by the Bulldogs to force Carrillo off his spot. Again, it's DeAndre Rodriguez as well as Carter Nelson giving chase. And kind of a desperation pass far sideline as Carrillo was running out of real estate.
Well, and that's one of the things. When he gets out of the pocket, he is so fast and dangerous that you got to be sure you continue to keep some type of containment. And the other thing is don't give up as a defensive back. Stay with your man, stay in your area, because what you don't want to do is have this great time, get him outside and find an open receiver. Now, fourth down and punting situation.
Yeah, the Cougars will have to punt here in the quarters. A.J. Rico is in punt formation. Regala stands on the Bulldog logo at the 50. Nice punt, Rico. It'll push Dillon all the way back to the Wylie 41. He's up the right hash. He's got Cougar territory, and he makes a man miss. He's down inside the 30, still on his feet. Rico, the punter, will bring him down at the 20-yard line. No flags on the play. A return of 40 for Dillon. And the Bulldogs will set up shop to start the second quarter in great starting field position. We've got 12 minutes down, 3 quarters to go at the end of 1. We are all tied at 7 in the Southtown Showdown. Bulldog football brought to you by Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network. 106.3 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
Start of the second quarter, we are all tied at 7. Glad you're with us tonight. Wylie Bulldog Productions on YouTube, as well as 106.3 The Raider. Andy Penny alongside the Hodge, Ryan Holmes, Phil Hill keeping our stats tonight. Bulldogs with 141 yards of offense in that first quarter. They'll start at the Cougar 21. They'll do play action. They got the H-back right over the middle. It's Michael Pena Perez from Jaden Carlskin. And Michael Pena Perez in the end zone for the first time in 2025. He's given the Bulldogs the lead at 13-7. Extra point to follow.
I don't know about you, but every offensive coordinator, it's kind of like when you get on the green and one putt. I think Coach Ming likes these drives of one play and a touchdown. Great stuff.
Back-to-back drives of scoring on the first play. The last one went to Blaze Ruffin for 80. This one to Michael Pena Perez for 21. Reberg in for the extra point. It is up, and it is good with 11:55 left here now in the second quarter at a Bulldog 14-7 lead. This thing has been as good as advertised 12 minutes in tonight.
Well, and I think that's what you want. When you go to flip on the station tomorrow for College Game Day, you're going to tune in, and you want it to live up to it, and that is what's happening tonight. Again, two teams battling it out, trying to get to that 2-0 that you mentioned, Andy. The only opportunity in the district for people to go 2-0 tonight is here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. And again, a great start. Again, really offensively, we've been able to move the football. That first drive stopped with the bad snap, but ever since then, being able to move the football has been good. Only the one punt after that drive, and now a little momentum to the Bulldogs. But now, because it's only still a 1-point game, you cannot let up. You got to keep the pedal to the metal, floor it, and continue to do the job that you've been doing defensively and put some pressure on Carrillo.
We've referenced a few times that the winner tonight will be the only 2-0 team in district. That's because Plainview is the other 1-0 team. This is their open date. Paladuro has not played yet. This is their first game, so if they win, they would only be 1-0. And then you have Lubbock Cooper playing Legacy, both at 0-1. So at the end of tonight, the only team in the district that can be 2-0 is the winner here between Wylie and Cooper. As here's the kickoff. This is a short line drive kickoff. Jamarian Dunson picks it up at the 20 and gets out across the 30. Lowers a boom as he's tackled. Put him on the 30, outside the 35 to the 36. Again, Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union scoring drive summary for the Bulldogs. Their second one-play drive, this time of 21 yards in just 5 seconds. Jane Carlskin to Michael Pena Perez, the 21-yard touchdown. Michael's first touchdown reception of the year. Noah Reberg adds a PAT and a 14-7 Bulldog lead.
Yeah, and you want to, again, continue to put pressure, do your assignments defensively, and don't let another explosive play happen here. Good job.
Cougars had 94 yards of offense in that first quarter, 81 of that on their opening drive, the 3-play touchdown drive. They'll start with 2 backs in the backfield with Carrillo this time. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off. First carry of the night going left with a seam. That's number 20, Markel Sims. And Sims is well into Bulldog territory. He's inside the 40. 27 for the first carry of the night for the 6-foot junior, Markel Sims. And the Cougars with a cupboard full of weapons, and Sims has 27.
And again, that's back-to-back winning first down. Quick timeout for a little official timeout.
Yeah, Carter Nelson a little slow to pop up. He walks off under his own power, but officials give a few extra seconds to get off the field. You'll see Brady Johnson in that secondary. Brady, 5'10", 170 pounds, sophomore. He wears number 23. First and 10 Cougs on the Bulldog 37. Another handoff. This Ewing, good tough run. He's down inside the 30. He's close to first down yardage. Give 9 for Ewing. Well, we have seen a lot of double-digit offensive plays here tonight for both teams. We knew it'd be explosive chunk plays, and we've seen a bunch. 14-7 Wylie. We're a minute deep here in the second quarter. Cougars a second down and 1 at the 28. Twins to the right, tight end to the right, still 2 backs in the backfield. Carrillo's going to keep it this time off the right side. Has a first down, stretches all the way out past the numbers, stays on his feet. Looked like he's going to be tackled around the 27, 28, but stays on his feet, gets to the 24. It's a 4-yard gain for Jaden. It's enough to move the sticks. Boy, I thought somebody had him by the shoulder pad or almost by the horse collar, but somehow he slipped away.
It looked like Brody Martin did a really good job kind of trying to keep contained. Had him for a minute, but again, Carrillo just quick and strong kind of broke away and was able to pick up the first down and first set of downs.
Yeah, 4-yard gain. They're at the Bulldog 24. Here on the right hash, take the snap, hand off again. Ewing off the right guard, spins around a defender. We've called the name Carter Nelson a lot. He went down, but he's back in. He'll drop Ewing, a 2-yard gain for Ewing this time. So now second down and 8 coming up. Have an official timeout here on the field with 10:02 left in our second quarter. The Bulldogs the 14-7 lead. Give us a chance to say a thanks to some sponsors of Bulldog football, Borland Sobin and Partners Dentistry. Their cosmetic and family dentistry, providing the best care possible. Routine checkups and cleanings to dental implants and orthodontics. You can find them online at bspdentistry.com. First Financial Bank, our success comes from the lifelong relationships we've built with people just like you. They're recognized as one of the nation's top performing banks. It's our good friends at First Financial Bank. It's Cooper Hill, the inside linebacker, who is a little slow to get back to his feet. He does walk off here to the near sideline. We'll get a quick look by the training staff. Brian Stewart, Catherine Gay.
Just real quick up in Wichita Falls, you mentioned Paladura starting their district play tonight. Up early 14-0 on Memorial.
That's a team that we've had our ears have been perked about. Paladura. They have played good football, but we thought tonight would kind of be, okay, we're going to see what kind of team Paladura is. Early 14-0 lead on the Mavericks. Memorial in danger of going 0-2 in district to start. Second down and 8, Cougars at the Wylie 22. Done this drive on the ground. They'll stay on the ground. Ewing a handoff again, stretches right outside the numbers. He's got the 15, cuts back to the 10. Jake Smart, the defensive end, finally brings him down, but it's at the 10-yard line. It's 12 more for Ewing. Will depend on the spot. If they use the sticks, they will. They'll put it just outside the 10. So first down and 10 at the 11. This entire drive has been on the ground, I believe. No passes yet.
Yep, straight on the ground.
Yep, 5 running plays. It's impressive offensive line for the Cougars. Ishmael Martinez is your center. Will set the rest of that offensive line after first down and 10. Long snap count. Carrillo's got it now. He'll throw a fade near side. A jump ball deflected. Did he hang on to it in the corner? Yes, he did. Great catch. Jace Johnson in the corner. He and Jordan Lockett one-on-one on the fade pattern. It looked like it took second and third effort for Johnson to finally haul it in, but the official says he does just inside the back pylon. Carrillo to Johnson, 11-yard touchdown. We're an extra point away from being tied at 14-13.
Yeah, great concentration there, being able to not only catch it, stay in bounds. Lockett was in position. Great play, great throw. Execution, now a chance for the Cougs to tie it up.
It's Asamani in for the extra point, the left-footed kicker. Bad snap, it's picked up, and chance to run in for 2. It's a run to the pylon near side. A dive, did he get in? Yes, he did. A 2-point conversion. Maddox Caspel with a 2-point conversion on the bad snap. Just a sprint to the near pylon. And Caspel able to get in, and the Cougs have the lead. 8:49, second quarter. Our score, it's Cooper 15, Wylie 14. Bulldog football. We're powered by the Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network. 106.3 The Raider.
Hi, I'm country singer Lori Morgan, and when it comes to remodeling my bathroom, I trust Zentex Remodeling Group. As a family-owned and operated business right here in Big Country, Zentex installs bathtubs, showers, and accessibility systems all in as little as one day. Save $999 on your new bath or shower system or 0% interest for 24 months, plus a free Kohler toilet with purchase.
Call 855-4ZENTEX.
Cougars a 15-14 lead as here's the Asumani kickoff. Another short kickoff and hook this one well out of bounds. Another kickoff out of bounds. The Bulldogs will get good starting field position. But the Cougars back on top. Jaden Carrillo to Jace Johnson, 11-yard touchdown pass. A bad snap picked up by the holder, Maddox Caspel, who's able to sprint to the near pylon and dive and touch it with the football. 2-point conversion is good, so the Cougars with a 15-14 lead. 8:49 left in our first half. Great job by Caspel just to be able to pick that up and get that to the near pylon.
And again, it's just a foot race and a sprint to the pylon, able to get in. A lot of action on that side, on those two pylons.
Yeah.
The touchdown at the back one, and then Caspel getting in to give the Cooper Cougars their second lead of the ball game.
So we are seeing some offense here tonight from these two teams. Wylie will start after the kick out of bounds at the 39. Two backs in the backfield as Carl Skint, straight direct snap to Dylan Regala, almost a wildcat. Sweep coming left, short gain for Dylan outside the 40. Nice collision there in the hole as that's Bo Byrne who brings him down. 2-yard gain for Dylan, second down and 8.
Yeah, again, trying to maybe catch him off guard a little bit. I'm sure there's a number of plays that go with that formation that we could see a little bit later on, but now second down and long.
From the 41. Strong right formation. Carlskin play action, looks to his left. Now he's going to tuck it, get to the near sideline, try to get what he can. He's pushed out on the near side. Nice spot at the 44. So 3 for Jaden. Cannon Adams able to push him out. Third down and 5. This 15 points for Cooper. Wylie's on a 3-game winning streak. They scored 10, 7, and 7 in those 3 games. Did Cooper in the Wylie 3-game winning streak. So this 15 is most they've scored in a while.
And here's your first third down in about 3 drives.
Third down and 5. Bulldogs at their own 44. Straight drop, Carlskin, 4-man pressure. Throw a curl near side, missed his target, Ruffin. Blaze curled it in. Carlskin threw it more to the outside shoulder, and Blaze didn't have time to adjust. Pass falls incomplete. It's 4th down and 5.
You know, and I know we keep a lot of the same personnel on the field. Probably one of those we'll see Jaden start to back up.
And he will punt the football. Nobody back deep for the Cougars. This one hits at the 25. We'll take a Wylie roll and come to rest at the 17. 8:03 first half. Cougars the 15-14 lead. Hey, the Shed Market, your local family-owned and operated one-stop shop for award-winning barbecue and the highest quality butcher shop in Abilene, Texas. Visit them online, or not online, in person. 7925 Buffalo Gap Road.
You know, Andy, we've talked about field position for the Cougs. Started the first drive, they're on their own 19. The great on the 47, but 19, 15, 21, and now they're 16.
They've been forced to drive the field. They were able to do it on that last drive, the majority of it on the ground. Two backs in the backfield again, Carrillo, and they'll start on the ground again. Handoff left side, not much room to run this time, Markel Sims. Give him 3 out to the 20. You mentioned Paladuro and Memorial are playing tonight in Wichita Falls. Lubbock Cooper and Wichita Falls Legacy playing in Lubbock tonight.
Cooper, I didn't remember the score, but Cooper had a pretty decent, Lubbock Cooper had a pretty decent lead in the beginning of that one.
Second down at 7 here now for the Cougars. Right on their own 20-yard line. Trips receivers to the right, the wide side of the field. Ball's on the left hash. Now a whistle and a Matt Cates defensive timeout here for the Bulldogs. 7:22 left first half, 15-14 Cougars.
I kid you not. I was like, this first half's kind of been fast, up-paced, and not a timeout's been called was going on in my head. And then when I saw we had a little bit of alignment situation that Coach Cates didn't like, Coach Martin, I believe, was pointing to the other side of the field on getting the secondary guy lined up, and timeout here for the Bulldogs.
You know, a lot of people ask me this week, what do you think? What's this game going to play? How's this going to feel? I didn't know if we'd see a lot of points. I didn't know if we'd see we've seen the last couple of years 17-7 and 20-10. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'll say this: if you bought a ticket tonight, you're getting your dollar value out of this thing so far.
Oh, no doubt. And again, like I said, probably some of the best confidence that the Cougs have had coming into this game, and as well as Wylie. Again, there's so much that goes into it. Southdown Showdown, all the things, all the talk, all the hype coming into it. And again, you've got a big battle that's living up to it, and it is for sure has been a punch for punch, and see who can last and maybe get that big stop.
So out of the Wylie timeout, that's their first of the first half. The Cougars have the football, second down and about 6 on the 20-yard line. Cooper came out of the timeout with 12 in the huddle. Clay Martin asking for a flag on this near side, but no flag was thrown. So long snap count again here. Carrillo, it's a quarterback keeper off the left side. He'll reverse field, make the first man miss, get to the 25. About 5 for Jaden. Third down and 1. Here coming up. Yeah, third down is, we haven't seen many third downs tonight.
No, and here, third down and short. Again, watch the hard count. We talked about controlling the line of scrimmage. This is a big play here on where you've got to be able to try to drive and get some penetration going the other way. Coach Martin still a little frustrated about the 12-man, and maybe if we get a chance here in a minute with Phil, get some explanation on that.
It's not a legal substitution because he was running off the field before the ball was made ready for play.
There you go, no flag, third down and 1 from the 25. Handoff on the inside, Ewing sidesteps the defender in the backfield. Because of that, he's able to drive forward and get a first down. It's 4, no, check that, 5 for Ewing. Bulldogs had a chance to make a play in the backfield. Not sure who it was off that defensive line who was in the backfield, but Ewing a sidestep gets up for 5.
And I think what's big about this drive here, Andy, again, the Cougs getting the ball to start the second half. Big drive opportunity here for the Bulldogs to get the ball back, because it may be the last time they get it. Well, I say that. We've done some one-play drives back-to-back.
First and 10 from the 30. Carrillo, handoff, second man through. And first carry of the night. That's number 9, I believe. It is Tayden Bender, who's listed as a tight end, but it's the second back through on a power play. We'll give him 5. Yeah, give him 5 at the 35.
And being able to get 5 yards on first down is such a big momentum pusher as you continue to keep these drives going. Bulldogs, again, getting into the backfield. We saw that early on the one where they converted the third down and 1. Again, now just kind of keep your head on a swivel and execute.
See Aaron Edwards on that defensive line, Blake Ortiz on that defensive line. Second down and 5 from the 35. Take the snap, hand off Ewing, left into the second level and into the third level. He's into Wylie territory. It's a Landry Pate tackle from behind that brings him down. But 23 more for Ewing. Another chunk play for Ewing. And the Cougars are going to go fast. First and 10 from the Bulldog 43. Handed right back, Ewing coming right this time. Met in the hole, falls forward to about the 38. There's 4 more for Ewing on a big collision with Bo Cates and Blake Ortiz. Ewing tonight, 9 carries for 74 yards. 3 carries of double digits already. 15-14 Cooper the lead. 4:35 left here in the first half. Had a good fast pace here in this first half.
Well, and again, they've been trying again. Cooper's been able to move the ball quickly with some explosive plays.
From the Wylie 38, 2nd down and 6. Carrillo give to Ewing again, left guard. Again into the second level. It's Pate, the linebacker. Cooper Hill's back in. 4 more for Ewing. It's 3rd down and 2, Cougars.
And again, I think it's Carter Nelson getting some penetration, but it's almost like once you get past the line, you better be ready because, again, Ewing's running by you full speed. Just got to get there and wrap up and get a number of Bulldogs to come help you.
Looked like Ewing asked for a breather, wanted to come out. And Aaron Rohn said, no, go back in. He and offensive coordinator Will Wise said, nope, stay in there.
And this is where you've got to look to make sure Carrillo doesn't keep it.
Yep. 3rd down and 2 from the Wylie 34. Carrillo take the snap. Handoff going left. 1st down and more. That's in open field. That's Markel Sims. He's at the 15. He's down to about the 10. The running game of the Cougs has come alive. There's 24 for Sims. Brody Martin makes the tackle, the free safety, but 24 again, another chunk play, and it's 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
And again, the Cougs just being able to get big plays on the run game.
So what they did last week versus Memorial did the exact same thing. That 42-27 win. Another timeout here on the field, official timeout here on the field with 3:21 left in our first half. Again, the Cougars a 15-14 lead. Cooper scored first tonight on their opening drive, a 3-play 81-yard drive. Jaden Carrillo busted off a 55-yard touchdown run, had a 7-0 lead. Bulldogs answered back. Jaden Carlskent to Blaze Ruffin on a post pattern. Broke the tackle and went 80 for a touchdown. We were tied at 7. That's where we were at the end of the first quarter. Very first play of the second quarter, after a Dylan Regala 40-yard punt return to the Cooper 21, the very first play of the second quarter, Carlskent to Michael Pena Perez, 21-yard touchdown pass. Bulldogs had a 14-7 lead. Cooper answered with a 6-play, 64-yard drive as Carrillo hit Jace Johnson on an 11-yard touchdown pass. The snap on the extra point was bad. It was picked up by Maddox Caspel, who then ran it in for a 2-point conversion, and that is the difference right now as the Cougars have the 15-14 lead.
Yeah, and at this point, they've scored first, and now they've scored last. And again, moving the ball well here. Bulldogs' opportunity to find a way to get a stop, either get a turnover or settle for a field goal.
Cougars have already hit 200 yards of rushing tonight here in the first half. 239 total, but 200 on the ground. They've got a 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line on the left hash. Carrillo take the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Very patient, finds a hole. He's into the end zone. It's a Cooper Cougar touchdown. Boy, very patient in the backfield. Waited for that hole to open. Put it in overdrive and went 10 yards, and Cooper has their 3rd touchdown here in the first half.
Yeah, 9 plays on that drive, and again, Carrillo just kind of been patient, handing it off, and then keeping it and taking it to the house.
And Asamani is in for the PAT. See how the snap is this time. Back to Maddox Caspel. Snap is back. This one is clean. Asamani's PAT is up, and it is good. We have 3:09 left in our first half. Our score, it's Cooper 22, Wylie 14. Bulldog football, we're powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 106.3 The Raider.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, Market Street always brings an A game to your party. from kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out. Market Street is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
Here is the kickoff, another short kickoff. Landry Pate catches it at the 30 near sideline, makes a man miss. He'll get up the sideline outside the 40. Good starting field position here for Wylie as Landry gets it to the 43. 22-14, Cooper on top of Wylie after the 9-play, 84-yard drive for the Cougars. Jaden Carrillo, his second rushing touchdown tonight, this one from 10 yards out. And Asamani's PAT extends the lead out to 8 here at 22-14. So 3:09 left. The Bulldogs still have 2 timeouts. They also have the 2-minute timeout. This is the first year of the 2-minute timeout here in high school football. So really 3 stoppages for Wylie to work with.
Most interesting thing about that is 0 time went off the clock on Pate's run.
Here's 1st and 10. Little counter play. Julius Lane hitting the backfield this time. Julius going to lose yardage. Loss of 2 for Julius. I think his first negative play tonight. Only his 5th carry here in the first half.
And again, I was going to say, he hadn't carried the ball. Again, you go back to the previous 2 touchdown drives, and then you've got the one earlier that ended with a punt. Again, I think this is a big drive for the Bulldogs, trailing 8. 2 timeouts left.
Wylie's run 21 plays here in the first half, 10 rushes, 11 passes. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's play action. Carlson with pressure, spins around it, but he's wrapped up and sacked. Late flag flies. The sack by Bo Byrne will check the flag. If the play stands, it's a loss of 7, but late flag on the far side. It came from the far sideline. Scott Stewart, defensive coordinator, not happy on the far sideline for Cooper. We'll check the call here from our white hat. So a holding on the Bulldogs actually declined, so the play will stand. It's a loss of 5 back to the Wylie 37. And because of the decline penalty, it's now 3rd down and about 17.
And again, if you're Cooper, you're watching for the screen that we saw success early on for the Bulldogs. Big play here to try to gobble up and get a 1st down.
3rd down, 17 from the Wylie 37. Carlson, play action, quick pass, caught, Ruffin. And Blaze makes a man miss. He's got Cooper territory. He's down inside the 35. Quick slant to the junior wide receiver, and Blaze turns that into a big play. 32 for Blaze and a Bulldog 1st down.
Yeah, great job. Probably not going to get another play. Oh, they may. They're trying.
203, 202. They will get one more play. It's a handoff lane off right guard. Julius will power down inside the 25. The clock will come to a rest after a 6-yard Julius gain. 2-minute timeout with 1:54 remaining. We'll take it as well. Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 106.3 The Raider.
We want to say thank you. You trusted us to be a part of your life's greatest joys, to walk with you through your deepest sorrows. We are committed to serving you and your loved ones, our patients, and our community. With every service and every building are to bring better care to our home in Texas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for trusting Hendrick Health with your care for 100 years.
Folks, frankly speaking, I was pretty nervous about buying my first ride. It felt like trying to fold a fitted sheet. Confusing and slightly terrifying. But with ATFCU's first-time auto buyer program, it's as easy as just throwing the sheet away. With great rates and free gap protection, ATFCU has me riding in style.
Get on track with the first-time auto buyer program at Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union. Visit AbileneTeachersFCU.org for more information. All loans subject to credit union approval. Limitations apply. Equal opportunity lender.
1:54 left first half. Bulldogs a 1st and 10 at the Cooper at 25. Down by 8 at 22-14. First play, fake the sweep, throw the screen. Julius Lane in the right flat with room, a lot of room. 10, 5, purple turf, Bulldog touchdown. Fake the sweep coming left, setting up the screen out in the right flat. And Julius with space running downhill, good luck. Carlskent to Lane, 25-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, great call out of the timeout, little misdirection. Great execution again, screenplay with the lineman being involved. Now here we go, Andy, down to, we've seen Bo Cates involved, but I would figure that we would just see the normal offense on the field here.
Yeah, Wylie has gone for 5 times this year already. They're 4 out of 5 in 2-point conversions. So set up their offensive set, trying to tie it with a 2-point conversion. And now a whistle and a Cooper Cougar timeout. Cooper defense was a little disjointed there. Scott Stewart, defensive coordinator, goes ahead and calls the timeout.
Well, it's the, what game are we in? We're playing game what?
Yeah, 6.
Game 6 for us. We hadn't seen that. Neither have they seen that on film. And so Coach Rohn said, hey, hang on. All the trickery, and we're going to have to call timeout. We can't take them with us. Timeout.
Hey, back to the touchdown. Nice misdirection, faking the sweep, going left, setting up the screen. Julius able to sneak out of the backfield, get out in the right flat. And when he gets that in open space, good luck.
Well, and I think the other part of that is you had some other guys that leaked out receiver-wise that you start being worried about them, and then here comes Julius Lane, dumped out, boom, touchdown for the Bulldogs. And now be curious, do you come with the same formation that you were going to run regardless, or now do you come with something different? Ball staying on the left hash, that's where they wanted it. Be curious if we see Jaden rolling out to the right to give him options either throw the ball or run it. But again, a big play here, opportunity for the Bulldogs to tie it up.
Again, Cooper, a 2-point conversion on their second touchdown off a botched snap on the extra point, able to score the 2-point conversion. So now Wylie chasing that point, trying to get it back. 2-point conversion here. They'll go to the box set. It's a handoff, Dylan Regala, or straight direct snap. Dylan Regala powers forward, left side. He is in for the 2-point conversion. Man on man, and the Bulldogs able to get it in. And we are tied at 22 with 1:46 left here in this first half of play.
Yeah, really good job. Took a second effort by Regala, and I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at the old sideline judge. Are we gonna make the hands go up in the air? Because I'm gonna tell you, there might have been a lot of people lose their mind up in here, if they would have called him short.
Was that a wrap? That's what that was.
Oh, yeah. I've got a whole catalog.
Oh, reminds me of a good pep rally I saw at Wylie today.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, a little wrap-off between some of our faculty members. I guess it rubbed off here in the booth. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union scoring drive summary. A 5-play, 56-yard drive, 1:23 off the clock. Jaden Carlskent to Julius Lane, 25-yard touchdown pass. It's Jaden's 3rd touchdown pass here of the first half. And for Julius on the year, it is touchdown receiving number 1, his 10th overall touchdown. And the Regala 2-point conversion, we're tied at 22.
And Andy, this is big. We've seen the explosive plays and the quickness of the Cooper Cougars offense. Big opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Field position on the kick.
Here is the Reberg kick, and he punches this one deep in the near corner, and it will get into the end zone for a touchback. Offense has not been a problem tonight. Wylie with 226 yards of total offense. Cooper has 249. It's kind of been reversed, though, as Cooper's done it on the ground. Wylie's done it through the air. But both well over 200 yards here in the first half. 22-22 here on the scoreboard. 1:46 again, 2 timeouts for the Cougars. 1st and 10 from their own 25.
6th possession, both teams. Cooper starting their 6th possession now.
And again, they get it to start the second half as they won the toss, deferred to the second half. From the 25 from the left hash, twins to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. They'll stay on the ground. Another handoff. This a short gain. Bender number 9, maybe 2. Conservative call to start the drive, but maybe you just see, hey, let's see what we get on 1st and 10, and then that'll determine what we do in the next play.
But then again, you have that opportunity to kind of lull the sleep, go deep,
True.
throw it. 2 timeouts, all field is open.
Here's 2nd and 8, Carrillo play action. surveys the field, stays behind the line. Now he'll tuck it, get what he can across the 30 to the 34. That is 7 on that play. It's 3rd down and 1. Clock runs 105-104 here in the first half. Everything we expected tonight, a 22-22 tie. And now Cooper, Coach Aaron Rohn, will call the timeout with 57 seconds left. Our chance to remind you, stay with us here at halftime. We'll have the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. Inside of that, we'll have the In-Tune Music and Sound Pure Gold Band halftime show performance. We're going to show you the entire halftime. We're going to show you the Cougarettes, the Cougar Marching Band. We'll show you the Wylie Bells. We'll show you the Wylie Pure Gold Band. You're going to see all of that at halftime. So be sure to stay with us for the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show and the In-Tune Music and Sound Pure Gold Band halftime performance as well. Both of these bands will be back here tomorrow. It's the Big Country Music Festival here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. So get a little test run, I guess, here tonight in front of a pretty nice crowd. It's filled in pretty good.
Oh, yeah, a great crowd tonight, both sides. Short drive down Sells, Buffalo Gap, however you get here, and then for the Cooper folks, and then a lot of purple and gold on this side.
Everybody should be comfortably in bed by midnight tonight.
That's true.
At least us, 40 and above.
Unless you decide to go to that new restaurant, there may still be a wait there. But yeah, a good night, great weather, and now a big 3rd down here for the Cooper Cougars, but more so for the Wylie Bulldogs to see if they can make a decision, maybe get the punt team out there for Cooper.
57 seconds left, a 3rd down and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Carrillo will keep. He'll have a 1st down. As Cooper Hill drops him, 3 yards for Carrillo. Moved the chains, but the clock will start very soon, and there it is, 49, 48, 47. 1st and 10, Cougars on their own 37. Carrillo roll to his left. A flag flies as this one caught out in the flat. We'll check the flag. I don't know if Cooper was fully set yet.
That's what I was going to go with. Again, trying to hurry. And it does look like we're going backwards.
Yeah, legal shift, I believe, is the call. Not quite set. Phil, is that accurate?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Okay, thank you for the validation, Phil. I appreciate that. A 5-yard mark-off will be 1st down and 15.
This is where you would like the 10-second runoff if you were Coach Martin.
Asking for it, but you don't get a 10-second runoff because that's not what stopped the clock. The play stopped the clock, so you don't get the 10-second runoff.
Gotcha.
And that's what they're trying to explain to him right now. Doesn't mean he wants to hear it, but
all it takes is one convincing. That's all it takes. I say all along, there's a difference in riding officials and working them.
So 1st down and 15 now for Cooper on their own 32. 38 seconds here in the half. Handoff Ewing, left side, and Ewing into the second level again. 45, tripped up at the 47. He's got a 1st down. 15 for Ewing.
And remember, Cooper just has the one timeout left here.
22-21, 20 seconds left first half. From their own 47, Carrillo pump fake, air it out, deep ball, overthrown incomplete near sideline. Jace Johnson, the intended receiver, already with a touchdown catch tonight. But that one overthrown and incomplete. 13 seconds left.
Okay, and again, I don't know, you may have the stats on the kicker.
Just one field goal on the year from 19 yards.
Okay, so still, with the one timeout, you've got to be conscious of the middle of the field. Only 13 seconds left. Wrap up and force them to call the timeout, but keep them in bounds. Coach Cates making a little bit of a substitution and adding more secondary. Yeah.
So again, back in Brady Johnson listed as the nickel back. So
not the band.
five defensive backs here. 2nd down and 10 from the 47. Carrillo looks to his left, throw it out in the flat. That's Ewing out of the backfield. He's into Wylie territory, hurdles a defender before he takes a big hit. Ewing's got 9, give him 9, but he gets out of bounds. Just 4 seconds left in the half. It's Hail Mary opportunity.
Yeah, too much left on the kick.
Yeah.
Get in what it looks like very much prevent, keep everybody in front of you, wrap up, no defensive penalty at the end, wrap up here, keep them in front of you and get this thing to halftime.
They're on the Wylie 44, so it's going to take a pretty good chunk from Carrillo to get in the end zone, either that or kind of a gadget play just to get the ball in motion and see what you can do with some laterals. But 4 seconds left from the Wylie 44 to 22-22 tie. Last play of the first half, and now Matt Cates, defensive coordinator, Clay Martin, and the Bulldogs want a timeout.
And again, you can't take them with you. You want to be able to say, hey, guys, all those things that we just kind of said, keep them in front of you, wrap up. And so here, just, again, good opportunity for Coach Cates, Coach Martin, to talk to everybody, try to get this thing tied up, leave it at 22-22 to head into halftime so we can see the great performances that we're going to see at halftime. Again, you mentioned it. What a first half. I don't know if we scored total of the total here over the last 4 years.
Well, pretty close. 3 years ago was 20-10, so there's 30.
Yeah.
17-7, so that's 24, 54. And then last year was 29-7, so the spread was a little bit more at 36. But that's 90 points over the last 3 years. We put up 44 here in the first half. So if we stay on pace, we'll be right at that 90 mark. 22-22 here with 4 seconds left in the first half. Cooper in a position to try maybe a Hail Mary out of field goal range and 4 seconds to work with. 4 receivers in the formation, trips to the left, a lone receiver here to the right, that's Johnson. And Bulldogs have all sorts of guys in the secondary. Carrillo, straight drop, no pressure. He's at the 50. Bulldogs not rushing anybody. Now Carrillo still with the play alive. This is backyard football at its finest. Jaden looks to his left, directing traffic. Now a 4th defender will chase. And here's the bomb, the launch into the end zone. It's up, and it's knocked down by Blaze Ruffin at the goal line and incomplete. The longest 4 seconds you'll see on a first half ending. Carrillo to the goal line, and pass ball is incomplete. 24 minutes down, 24 to go. We are all tied on the scoreboard. It's Wylie 22 and Cooper 22. On the other side, the Pure Gold Band halftime show performance, the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. Glad you're with us tonight. Bulldog football. We're powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative, the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 106.3 The Raider.
At Borland Sobin and Partners, your comfort comes first. We understand that going to the dentist can be stressful, so we designed everything to make your visit as easy and relaxed as possible. You'll find a warm team, a welcoming space, and gentle care that focuses on keeping you pain-free. If you're in pain, we offer same-day appointments because you shouldn't have to wait for relief. Whether it's a cleaning or something more involved, we make sure you feel safe, heard, and taken care of every step of the way.
For over 30 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been voted Abilene's best new car dealer by our customers. That's because we offer the best products from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, and the best customer service too. And that is still true today. Great products and great customer service. So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us or visit us online 24/7 at LawrenceHallAbileneOnline.com. Why go anywhere else?
What an incredible first half in this year's Southtown Showdown. Good evening. I'm Dustin Tatro with you as we begin our Lawrence Hall halftime show and into music and sound band performances. We are going to be showing you both the Cooper Cougar Band and the Wylie Pure Gold Band performances. If you are joining us on 106.3 The Raider, know that you can, at least for halftime, flip over to YouTube and search for Wylie Bulldog Productions and view those band performances. A little breaking news as we wait for the Cooper Cougarettes to take the field. Those of you that are Rangers fan, this just broke 25 minutes ago. Skip Shoemaker, manager of the year for the National League when he was with Miami in 2023, has just been named manager for the 2026 season for the Texas Rangers. Congratulations, Skip. And we would also like to share this evening, I don't know if Andy and Hodge got to it, Wylie Volleyball has beaten Abilene High in 3 tonight. Congratulations, Wylie Volleyball. We would like to direct your attention also to a few things going on our WylieBulldogs.org website. It is wonderful to have Greg Jackelwitz teaching junior high English and language arts over at Wylie West Junior High, and he has also been doing some feature writing. How about that from a guy that gave his almost entire career in newspaper and is now teaching kids how to write. 2 stories that he's written that were posted just today to bring your attention to, from football to football. We're talking about the Wylie Bulldogs kicking ace Noah Reberg, who started off in soccer, and Clay Martin had his eye on him when the Bulldogs needed a kicker. A great article on that as well. The road to state for Wylie tennis begins this week as Wylie looks to take on Tuesday in by-district action. You can find the article about Wylie tennis beginning their playoff run post-season on WylieBulldogs.org right there on the homepage. Let's turn our attention to the Cooper Cougarettes. The Cooper Cougarettes joining us for Southtown Showdown halftime here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. I'm Dustin Tatro along with you. The mission statement of Intune Music and Sound is service, and at Intune Music and Sound, that means providing a real service to the customer, helping you find the best answer to your new unique situation. Intune Music and Sound in Abilene on Grape, right across the street from Abilene Fire Station 1. Go visit them tomorrow as they present your band performances at Southtown Showdown 2025. And now with pride and integrity, Abilene ISD proudly presents the awesome Cooper Band. Outstanding section for Cooper this week is the Low Reeds, and the outstanding freshman of the week is Connor Puga. Tonight, the band's performing their UIL contest show entitled Mirror, Mirror by Paul Yasso, featuring flute soloist Isis Salazar and a trombone duet with Kenneth Heck and Zoe Egelhoff. It's called Mirrors, and it is the 2025 UIL Contest halftime performance for the Cooper Cougar Band. They'll be performing that tomorrow. What great football going on in Southtown Showdown this year, especially that duck and weave touchdown run by Julius Lane and a successful two-point conversion by Dylan Regala. Great to have him back on the field. We are setting 22-22 with 15 minutes left in halftime. This is the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. Driving you in and out of halftime is the Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. They provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and customer service with a smile, recognized as Abilene's best new car dealer in the Abilene Reporter News for over 20 years. By the way, directors for the Cooper Cougar Band are John Landon, Patrick Stevenson, Jessica Fox, and Zach McKinnon. Their drum majors this year, Ben Walter, Zaire Balancier, and Brendan Moore. As our Pure Gold Band prepares to take the field, we would like to bring your attention to the Big Country Marching Festival, hosted by the Wylie High School Pure Gold Band and Band Boosters tomorrow, right here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. $5 to get in, and it is a full day of supporting the performing arts from high school students across the Big Country, starting at 10 a.m. with Eden High School and continuing on at 15 minutes intervals. You got Baird, Colorado, Roscoe, Winters, Jim Ned, Merkel, and followed up by Abilene High at 11:45. In the afternoon, starting at 1, Monday, Jayton, Erie County, Sonora, Forsan, Snyder, Hamlin, Ballinger, Clyde, Big Spring, and Abilene Cooper all competing tomorrow with an exhibition performance by Abilene Wylie High School. The judges are Anthony Gibson, Mike Lunny. Hey, we know Mike Lunny. The Lunnies retired in 2016 as band directors right here at Wylie High School, and he has been doing some clinicking and also judging of contests. Absolutely fantastic band director, along with Barry Hurt, who for many years was the band director at Plainview. Come out to Hugh Sandifer Stadium tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock for the Big Country Marching Festival. All right, Pure Gold Band is coming on field now, and we will be bringing you their halftime performance. If you are on the radio, you can always join us on YouTube at Wylie Bulldog Productions and watch the performance. As we're waiting, I want to give a special shout out to some friends, to Stacy, John Mark, and Levi Lopez, who aren't at the game tonight, but they are at home watching, and their son John Mark, of course, in the drum line. This young kid that I met when I first met Stacy and John Mark. He is a wonderful young man, highlights in his hair, and out there with this huge bass drum in his arms. So welcome to the show tonight, Stacy, John Mark, and Levi. Hope you're enjoying relaxing at home. Here is your Wylie High School Pure Gold Band halftime performance on Southtown Showdown Night 2025. It is worth mentioning, of course, the first performance you'll see is your Wylie High School Bells, the 13th line of the Wylie High School Bulldogs. We would be remiss to not have them joining us at halftime.
Social President Taylor Cerny. Social Vice President Jaylee Beaver. Social Chair Michaela Monroe. Belle of the Week Isabel Medina. The Wylie Varsity Bells direction of Kaylin Winters, and will be dancing a kick routine to Getting Down tonight.
Your Wylie High School Bells, the 13th line of the Wylie High School Bulldogs, performing that Southtown Showdown 2025. It is the Lawrence Hall halftime show. I'm Dustin along with you. While the band prepares to take the field, I do want to, as we are focused on performing arts, bring your attention to a concert Monday night for the Wylie High School Choral Program. This is at the PAC at the Performing Arts Center and features the tenor bass choir, Purple Rain, the varsity chorale, and treble choir. It is going to be a great program. You love the band. Come support your choral musicians as well. And theater is preparing to present their next drama. It is Newsies from Disney. You can go to wileytheater.org to get your tickets. They're $10. That is also at the Wylie Performing Arts Center starting on October 23rd. As we turn our attention to the Pure Gold Band, they are performing their UIL Field Contest production entitled Into the Unknown, which refers to the feeling of venturing into something new, unfamiliar, and uncertain, sensing both apprehension and excitement, and making one step out of your comfort zone to face unknown consequences with the challenges that lie ahead. Soloists tonight are Milena Estrada on flute, Maddox Humphreys on alto saxophone, with the color guard captain, Morgan Dean. Performers of the week are Felix Nguyen, Joaquin De Leon, Josie Ammons, Owen Keller. Leader of the week is Naomi Rankin, and the section of the week are the trumpets. Here is your Pure Gold Band with Into the Unknown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely wonderful. Into the unknown of the Wylie Pure Gold Band's UIL contest performance. Make sure you come out to Hugh Sandifer Stadium tomorrow and support great band musicians from across the Big Country for the Big Country Marching Festival. As we wrap up halftime, I would like to get this on your radar. The annual Wylie Ag Boosters Champions Bash fundraiser is happening on November the 1st. That's at Potosi Live. Our Abilene's own Caleb Sutton will be opening it. Sponsorships are available. You can find more information about tickets for this and sponsorships at WylieAgBoosters.com. Goes to support the students in the Wylie FFA chapter and Ag Science program. By the way, the headliner, none other than prolific Texas country musician Rick Trevino. Now, I don't know if there's any student at Wylie High School named Bobby Ann Mason or who sits behind her, but we do know because this is Wylie ISD, they're certainly getting an education. I'm Dustin Tatro. That's the Lawrence Hall Halftime Show for Southtown Showdown 2025. I'll see you next week. Tied 22-22, and Andy and Hodge will be with you in just a moment to get the second half underway. Thank you.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
And back here to Sandifer Stadium, we get ready to start the second half. Thanks to Dustin Tatro for carrying us through halftime, our Lawrence Hall Chevrolet halftime show. As we get ready to start this second half, 22-22 our score as we start this second half of play. Nothing decided between these two teams. Andy Penny alongside Ryan Holmes. Hodge, great first half, bottom line.
Oh, big first half. And we're starting it the same way we started the last one, basically 0-0. Who's going to win this second half? And again, we've been talking about going to 2-0 in district. Been a lot of quick plays, explosive plays, long drives by the Cougs, and now we'll see what adjustments have been made by the Bulldogs offensively, defensively to get ready for this second half as we kick this thing off.
Cooper had 287 total yards of offense, 239 of that on the ground. Wylie had 226 yards of offense, 214 of that in the air. As Jaden Carlskin, great first half. Jaden is 10 of 13 for 214 yards. Of course, he hit the 80-yard touchdown pass to Blaze Ruffin, but listen to his last four completions: 80, 21, 32, 25. That'll pad the stats real fast. Jaden, again, 10 of 13 for 214 yards and the 3 touchdowns there in the first half. On the ground, Peyton Ewing had a nice first half, 10 carries for 93 yards. Jaden Carrillo, 8 carries for 81 yards. Cougars get the ball to start the second half as Noah Reberg has the kickoff, and it is deep and will go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs have not been tied at the half this year. So this a little bit of new territory. They have trailed at the half once this year, but have not been tied at the half. So that's where we are here in a 22-22 ball game. Okay, what was the conversation at halftime? What did the Bulldogs talk about?
You know, I think one of the big deals on the offensive side, hey, continue to keep it up front. We got to be able to run the football. One of those things there I think is big is being able to get Juju going. And then defensively, you got to say, hey, guys, we're getting there. We got to wrap up, get a lot of Bulldogs, a lot of hat on the ball. And, again, good job on getting – we didn't sure if Carrillo was ever going to throw the ball to end the first half. But we are here, 0-0, 22-22, same thing. And here comes an exciting second half of football.
So Carrillo and company 1st and 10 at their own 25 on the right hash. Ewing is offset to Carrillo's right. Take the snap, and Ewing will get the first carry of the second half. He's hitting the backfield. No, check that. I'm sorry. Carrillo kept it. Fooled me here in the press box, and Jaden on the zone read. 5, 10, 15 out to the 40-yard line. Got caught looking at the wrong guy in the backfield.
Yeah, and again, and sometimes that's what happens to the defensive end. You've got that responsibility. If that ball goes away, let somebody else take care of that. You've got to take care of Carrillo and the quarterback. And again, such a dual threat is Jaden.
Jaden through the air in that first half was 5 out of 9 for 45 yards. Most of his work was out in the flat. And short flat. This had the 11-yard touchdown pass to Johnson. It's an empty backfield here. Quad receivers to his left. Lone receiver here to the right. And it's a quarterback draw. Carrillo, center of the field. He's got 5, spun around at the 45. Bo Cates again, the leading tackler for the Bulldogs, makes the tackle in that play. Now second down at 5. I wouldn't be surprised if the ball stays in the hands of Carrillo a lot here in the second half.
Yeah, and again, when they open that up and you literally empty the cupboard, it allows Carrillo to have a lot to work with field-wise. And now second down and 5.
From the Cougar 45. 2 backs in the backfield, 3 receivers set. Carrillo motions Ewing out of the backfield to his left. 3-step drop, 3-man pressure all day to throw. Now rolls to his right, throw up the field, incomplete. Underthrown and incomplete. Intended receiver was Zaylon Johnson. Good coverage there by Carter Nelson, but that was an off-script play that Carrillo kept alive, then underthrew Johnson. And our first big play of the second half, 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, 3rd down and 5. It'll be interesting to see. Right there, not a lot of pressure on Carrillo, but here, if everybody takes off away from it, it gives Carrillo the opportunity to run. 3rd down and 5, you've got to think, like you said, possibly keep that ball in Jaden's hands to be able to give him that option to run or pass.
Bulldog crowd making some noise on the near side. Motion across the formation. Twins receivers to either side. Carrillo rolls the pocket to his left. He's going to try to get there himself. Cates meets him. He falls forward. It's going to depend on a spot. And I think Carrillo's able to get it. It was a race to the sideline. Cates was trying to get there, and then Carrillo stuck the left foot in the ground and changed directions, able to fall forward, and he does get a first down right at the 50-yard line. 5 more for Jaden. That'll put him over the century mark tonight and keep this drive alive on a 3rd down conversion. Just underway here in the second half, 10:08, 10:07 in the 3rd quarter. We are tied at 22. Both teams 7 apiece in the first, 15 apiece in the second. New set of downs right at the 50-yard line, now on the left hash. Trips to the right, back offset to the right. Carrillo, keep it again off the left side. And again, he's into the second level. He's got 5, 6, 7. Second down and very manageable at the 7-yard gain. Landry Pate, Michael Pena Perez. See KJ Villegas coming out of the secondary part of the tackle, but 7 more for Carrillo. Second down and 3. This is going to be a ball control drive, too. I think Cooper had 3 drives last week of 6+ minutes. It's been every play here in the second half. It's been in the hands of number 3. Second down and 3 from the Wylie 43. Play clock under 5 as Carrillo calls for the snap. He'll get it. Play action. He'll keep it again. Coming right this time. Shuffles, sidesteps his defender, fumbles the football. It's loose at the 40, and the Bulldogs have it. Bulldogs able to strip the ball out of Carrillo's hands. I believe it was Jordan Lockett who got a hand on it. Drigo Jones covers it up. And the first takeaway of the night proves a big one. Wylie gets the takeaway. They've got it 1st down and 10.
Yeah, great job trying to watch it here on the replay. And again, a lot of times that ball bounces back up to you. It kind of bounced up, started to become a pinball, and Bulldogs fortunate to keep it in play, get on top of it, and now the momentum heading back toward the Bulldogs as they start their first possession here.
I thought Carrillo, it looked like on that initial bounce, it got back in his hands, but then I think when he hit the turf, it popped out again. The Bulldogs will take advantage. First play of the second half. They'll try the run game. Julius Lane powers up the middle, and Julius will have 5. Tough sledding for Julius there in the first half. His first carry of the night was for 20, and since then it's been slim pickings, but he's got 7 carries for now 37 yards. We talk about how Carrillo might carry the load offensively in the second half. You might see the same from Julius Lane here in the second half. So that Wylie offensive line will try to wear down this Cooper defensive front. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Julius again off the right guard into positive territories. He crosses the 50. There's 4 more for Julius. And now a 3rd down and 1 from the Cooper 48.
Very important again, talking about being able to run the football, the snap exchange from center to quarterback. Big here, we saw that earlier, being able to catch at your timing on if I'm catching it, I'm either reading it or giving it because you want to time that hole just right.
3rd down and 1 Bulldogs. The Cooper 48. Long look over here to the near side and offensive coordinator Jason Meek. Still 10 on the play clock. Motion across the formation. That's Frailing. Take the snap. It's Julius again. Powers up through the middle. The offensive line will make the hole. It's a gain of 4. Move those chains. All 3 plays in the second half in the belly of Julius Lane, and it's a Wylie Bulldog 1st down.
Yeah, getting those chains moving. You want to continue a drive, especially after the turnover, and the Bulldogs doing just that.
Call out to that offensive line. Barrett Huffington, Sutton Stevenson, Mark Esquibel, Wyatt Gilliam, Mac Burkeen. Quick pass out in the right flat. Dylan Regala's got a catch. He makes a man miss. He's down the far sideline, inside the 25. Tripped up from behind at the Cougar 19. And that's a 25-yard gain on a quick curl. Dylan makes a man miss, turns it into 25. Wylie in the red zone.
Yeah, just kind of empty. It leaks out to the flat there. Great job picking up the 1st down, and now momentum continuing for the Bulldogs.
Under 7 minutes we go, 3rd quarter, and a tie game at 22. 1st and 10 from the 19. Carlskin, get rid of it. Bubble screen. Regala this time in the left flat with a block. He's got the 15. He's pushed out near sideline, down around the 11. Pushed out by A.J. Rico. It was a nice block by Ruffin to get him loose. They'll call him out on the 12, so a gain of 7 for Dylan. But now 2nd down and 3. Really, every play in the playbook's open 2nd down and 3.
Oh, for sure. And again, great job. Continue to get comfortable as Jaden. And again, offensive line momentum going here for the Bulldogs.
On the left hash. Handoff Lane. Powers bounces left. He's got the 10. A stiff arm. The 5. The near pylon. It's a Wylie Bulldog touchdown. Julius Juju Lane. 12-yard touchdown run. The Bulldogs back on top. 28-22. Extra point to follow.
Yeah, really great job sealing off the end and allowing, again, appreciate Maz up here giving me the old instant replay. Big stiff arm. Tippy toes in, and now a touchdown for the senior.
Noah Reberg in for the PAT. Noah's only miss this year was a block in Stephenville. Other than that, he has been dead solid perfect. You can keep that alive. He drills that one. And with 6:40 left in the 3rd quarter, our new score, it's Wylie 29, Cooper 22. This is Bulldog Football. We're powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 106.3 The Raider.
We want to say thank you. You trusted us to be a part of your life's greatest joys, to walk with you through your deepest sorrows. We are committed to serving you and your loved ones, our patients, and our community. With every service and every building are to bring better care to our home in Texas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for trusting Hendrick Health with your care for 100 years.
Folks, I'll be frank. I love how Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union treats their members. When you need something, they don't make you sit on the phone talking to a robot. Get me a human! ATFCU connects you with a real employee who's local, and I do much better with real people. Human!
Hi.
Abilene Teachers Federal Credit Union. Real people, real service.
Your savings federally insured by NCUA.
Julius Lane, the 12-yard touchdown run. Bulldogs back on top as Reberg will punch another kickoff out of the back of the end zone and a touchback. Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union scoring drive summary for the Bulldogs. 6 plays, 57 yards, 2:08 off the clock. Julius Lane, his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. From 12 yards out. Oh, Reberg adds the extra point. Bulldogs a 29-22 lead. Are you getting sacked by big bank fees? Well, Communities of Abilene Federal Credit Union can help. Better banking begins with membership. So cashed in on the turnover, the Carrillo fumble. The Cougars will get it back here. First down and 10. Ball at the 25. They'll do it on the left hash. They'll flare it out. Ewing will make a catch. Right flat. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. He caught it in the backfield and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That's before Cooper Hill runs him down for no gain on the play. Cooper Hill has been impressive all season long at that inside linebacker spot, especially running sideline to sideline. He chases down Ewing in the flat.
And again, we've been seeing Ewing be effective running the ball, catching. A great job by Cooper Hill getting out in the flat and making what could have been something big. 0 gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Now on the right hash. Carrillo will hand it off this time. Ewing bounces right, sidesteps, tripped up. Landry Pate, the outside linebacker. Ewing will get 3, but Landry Pate's been solid on the outside all season long. He trips up Ewing here, and now it's 3rd down and 7.
And what I liked is he kind of didn't give an opportunity for Ewing to bounce it out.
Yep.
Turned him inside, tripped him up a little bit. Now a familiar place we've seen. 3rd, about a medium I would give this for the Bulldogs here to find a way to get another stop.
So we're already halfway through this 3rd quarter. 5:31, 5:30 left. 3rd down and 7 for the Cougs. Carrillo, play action, has pressure off the edge, steps up, chase from behind, makes the first man miss. He's in the left flat, trying to keep the play alive. He's given up a lot of ground, back to the 15, throws it far sideline, just throws it out of bounds. A flag will fly. We'll check. It's 2 flags on the play. Carrillo had given up about 15 yards of field position and then throws it away, and there's the call. It's a legal man downfield. Offensive linemen, I tell you, Phil, are just in a tough spot on plays like that.
Absolutely. The quarterback's scrambling. They have no idea. They think he's going to run, and that's going to be pretty typical in that situation.
And really, I think it's almost like, I can't catch it. I'm not in any danger. I think it's one of those deals that already changed. Hey, I'm down here, man. It ain't my fault. You should have threw it 4 seconds ago.
There's a reason why we wear these 70 numbers, guys. Come on.
I didn't report. None of us reported eligible. Right? I've always thought that. Unless you're playing at Gordon or somewhere.
Now, Phil, they've marked off 5 yards. Is that accurate?
No,
or they just mismarked it?
Yeah,
okay.
They declined it.
Yeah.
They're getting it right now. They didn't. Yeah, he marked it off not knowing that he declined it.
Okay, yeah. Clay Martin declines it, so it's an incomplete pass, so the play stands. So a 4th down and 7 for the Cougs. They'll punt the football. Rico in punt formation. Regala stands at the Wylie 40. Snap is back. It's a good one. Chest high. Pena Perez almost got a block. It does change the trajectory of that punt as it's a short one on the near sideline. It goes out at the Wylie 48. So 5:06 here in the 3rd. Bulldogs a 29-22 lead and a chance to try to extend this out to a 2-score lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and we talked earlier in the break during the halftime, and again, great job, Bands and Cougarettes and Bells, just about how trying to win the mistake battle. And really the one we only saw was this snap, and now the Cougars with the first turnover of the game, and the Bulldogs trying to do exactly what Andy said to make this a 2-score game.
1st and 10 at their own 48. High snap. Carlskin will keep it this time. He gets around the left edge. He's got room to run. 35-30. It's a foot race near sideline. Jaden to the 10. Pops out at the 5. And maybe Jaden's first carry of the night, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. 48 for the junior quarterback. It's 1st and goal at the 4.
And again, that's one of the big benefits when you've been able to run.
Yeah.
Julius Lane, and now everybody goes with Juju, and there Jaden takes off.
It's his 5th carry of the night, but a lot of that's been scramble in the pass game. But he gets the run there, and it's 1st and goal at the 4. Power set here for the Bulldogs. Take the snap. It's Lane. Powers forward. Whole lot of blue helmets will meet him. The pile will push forward down to about the 2. Halfway to pay dirt. 2-yard gain. 2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
And no personnel change. Normally, sometimes we've seen the elephant trunk come in. Personnel staying put.
Want to have the option, I think, of still throwing out of this thing. They'll give it to Lane again. He's met right at the line of scrimmage, trying to power forward. Forward progress, not much, maybe half a yard. I'll let you decide, Phil, either 0 or 1. We'll give him either way. Either way, it's 3rd down and goal. Now here come personnel changes. As a power set comes in here, you see new offensive linemen. Wyatt Gilliam back in. Jackson Riston has come into this power set. Bo Cates also in. It's a long one, 3rd down and goal in between the 1 and 2 yard line.
Something you haven't seen a lot is a wide receiver bringing in the play.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often anymore.
It's the box set. Regala and Lane both in the backfield. Whistle, a flag, and a false start here on the Bulldogs. And that'll cost Wylie a chance, 3rd down and goal from the 1.5.
And probably brings the formation out and new personnel back in.
Yeah, back to the regular offensive set. Pest Patrol penalty flag. Pest Patrol, family owned and operated business. Their number one focus is providing customers with the best pest control services available. Good friends at Pest Patrol. The 5 yard mark off, just the 2nd penalty tonight on Wylie. 2 penalties for 15. But now a 3rd down and goal, ball between the 6 and the 7. 3:41 left, 3rd quarter. Bulldogs a 29-22 lead. Trying to get their first 2-score lead of the night. Right in the center of the field. Carls can take the snap, rolls the pocket to his left. Rolling, out pattern, underthrown, incomplete. Trying to hit Blaze Ruffin just inside the near pylon, but he threw it right at the ground. It was going to be a tough catch on a dive. Blaze couldn't quite get there. That'll bring the field goal unit out, and Noah Reberg will put the tee down and try to punch 3 points on the board. Noah is 3 for 3 on field goals this year. His longest of the year was last week in Wichita Falls, a 35-yarder versus Legacy. The tee will go down at the 13. It's a 23-yard field goal attempt, center of the field. Cates is the snapper, and Bo drops the snap. And Noah not a chance to even kick it. And the drive will come up dry. Cooper defense and special teams gets a huge stop, a turnover on downs. And the Cougars will get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
And again, their second break that has come in the form of a snap, a bad snap. Both breaks that they've gotten is from the first half, and now here on the field goal.
So stays a 1-score game with 3:37 left here in the 3rd.
Starting on their 9 to obviously the worst field position that the Cougs have had.
And now a whistle and I believe a substitution infraction here as Cooper came out with 12 on the field.
Okay, Phil, explain that one as opposed to the one we saw earlier in the first half.
So that one, the ball was made for ready, and then the player left. So they actually broke the huddle, a legal huddle with 12.
There you go.
Well, that's just pre-snap penalty coming out of a change of possession. You know, you're changing the entire personnel, defense and offense, and you come out with 12. That's a tough penalty to.
Yeah, and especially after the momentum of the botch hold, the botch snap, and now that field position just got worse.
Well, 1st and a little less than 15, half the distance to the goal. Ball's just inside the 5-yard line. Long field ahead here for the Cougars. Carrillo stands right on the goal line. He has 2 backs in the backfield. He'll take the snap, handoff coming to the right. And that's Ewing. Ewing will get the penalty yardage back to the 9. We'll give him 5. 2nd down and 10. Ewing tonight is also over 100 yards, so Carrillo has 114, and Ewing has 101. So 2 different Cougar running backs have gone over the century mark. Official timeout on the field with 3:19 left here in the 3rd. Bulldogs 29, Cougars 22. Hey, Hendrick Clinic Bone and Joint, specializing in orthopedics, sports medicine, pain management. They'll help you succeed through your seasons. It is Hendrick Clinic bone and joint. Be sure to stay with us. At the end of the game, we'll have the Animal Health and Medical Center post-game show. We'll give you our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game. We'll do both of those in the post-game show. Of course, we will be in Amarillo this time next week, next Friday. Gas up the car, buy some snacks. Here we go. Dick Bivens Stadium, the Wylie Bulldogs and the Paladuro Dons next Friday night up there in Amarillo.
Who are leading Wichita Falls Memorial 28-6, just a little under the halfway through the third quarter. And then Lubbock Cooper probably taking out a little frustration from last week's loss to Plainview on Wichita Falls Legacy 35-13 there at Woodrow.
So this would be, if Paladuro holds there in Wichita Falls, that would mean the Bulldogs will get another undefeated team in the district. PD was open last week, so this is their opening district game. Wylie, Cooper, and Plainview all winners last week. They sit at 1-0. Plainview has tonight off. So at the end of the night, the winner here between Wylie and Cooper will be the only team in District 2-5A with an unblemished 2-0 record. Cougar player slow to get up, but he does walk off the field under his own power with some assistance. We're back to action as the clock is at 3:18 and counting. Second down and 10 for the Cougars, just inside their own 10-yard line. Bulldogs in the neutral zone. It's a free play. Carrillo scrambles to his right, running, and he's right at the line of scrimmage. He's just going to throw it away. A flag on the play. The Bulldogs in the neutral zone. And the offsides will be a free 5 here for the Cougars.
Now, it'll be interesting, another flag in the middle of the field from the umpire.
If that's a legal man downfield again, these two penalties will offset. We'll do 2nd and 10 again. Here's a listen from our white hat. And it is.
Man. That's where the free play cost you.
Yep.
Because, you know, you'd almost, if you're Coach Roan, you're like, let's just blow that thing dead, especially in a situation like this. But then again, if you throw a bomb and it's a touchdown, but again, the free play is gone.
So the penalty's offset, offsides on the Bulldogs, a legal man downfield, yeah. And that's one of those things, again, you love a dual threat quarterback who can keep plays alive, but it puts your offensive lineman in some tough situations. The second legal man downfield penalty we've seen here in the quarter. So we'll do 2nd down and 10 again. Ball just inside the Cooper 10-yard line. Carrillo ride the belly, play action, throw a slant. Great catch on the back shoulder. That's Collier. Collier's out across the 30. He'll get to the 32. Maybe the best throw of the night for Carrillo. It'll go as 22 and a Cougar first down.
Yeah, no doubt. Best throw, biggest pass play probably, yep. I'm guessing, for the Cougars tonight. Just finding Collier on that little post slant action there. Picks up the first down, and the biggest thing, gives them a little breathing room in their own territory.
Collier, the 5'9", 165-pound junior. His second catch tonight. Carrillo straight drop. Surveys the field again, dances around right at the line of scrimmage. He'll eat this one, and it'll be 3 Bulldogs that bring him down. Michael Pena Perez, DeAndre Rodriguez, Blake Ortiz. We'll just put the whole defensive line on that stop. It will go as a 2-yard positive gain as Carrillo again dancing around right at the line of scrimmage. Good pressure there by the front 3.
Yeah, and Jane just trying to find. He just needs a little sliver and wasn't able to find anything, but again, turned into what looked like might not have been anything. Got a couple of yards, but a great job getting it. And that's what you got to have to stop Carrillo. A number of Bulldogs had on the ball. Good job there, Wylie.
So 2nd and 8 from the 34. Carrillo, keep it this time, zone read, trying to get out to the outside to the right. Boy, all sorts of purple jerseys corralling this time, and Carrillo may be back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Take your pick again of who's on that tackle.
Yeah, a ton of Bulldogs, but again, I want to give credit to Landry Pate. Standing there, Carrillo's coming. He's basically said this gate's closed and made him turn in, and the rest of the Bulldogs coming to fill that. Great job by Landry, great job by the rest of the Bulldog defense, and now a 3rd down, and I would say a little more than medium.
3rd down and 8 from the 34. 117, 116 here in the 3rd. Bulldogs a 29-22 lead. Crowd making some noise on 3rd and 8. Whistle and a false start, right tackle. That's a long snap count. The play clock was down at 2. I don't know if the right tackle's looking at that play clock saying we got to snap in the next 2 seconds, but started leaning backwards and got caught. Pest Patrol penalty flag will make it 3rd and 13.
Clock's still rolling. Clock's still rolling. Needs to be about 40, about 50, I think. Close to about 50 seconds.
They're going to put some more time on the clock.
Yeah, 59.
59 on the clock. So.
After the penalty, brings up 3rd down and 13.
3rd down and 13. The official will wind the clock here. 3rd down and 13. Carrillo, straight drop, 3-man pressure. Dances around. Flag flies, deep throw. That's a jump ball down the field. It's underthrown, it's intercepted. Another flag flies. We got pass interference on the Bulldogs down the field. We have another flag. This is in the area of holding behind the play. It looks like we might probably have offsetting penalties again and do 3rd down again.
I'd like to know the record of how many offsetting penalties have been on a drive.
Here again from a white hat. Yeah, holding on the Cougars, pass interference on the Bulldogs. So again on this drive, offsetting penalties. We'll play the down again.
Good to see number 0, DeAndre Rodriguez, got a little banged up in the first half, making the appearance here in the second half. 3rd down and, well, again, deja vu, right back at it.
Cooper Holcomb been playing big on that defensive line tonight too. Whereas number 66, the 6 foot, 205-pound junior. 3rd down and 13 again here for the Cougs from their own 29.
4-man front here.
See if the Bulldogs bring pressure. Nope, they'll drop, play coverage, only rush 2. Carrillo steps up in the pocket, throw a curl, and it's caught for a 1st down. Bulldogs dropped in coverage, but the pass and catch was made. And on 3rd and 13, it's a gain of 16 for Zaylon Johnson. Just ran a curl right in between coverage and made the catch.
Really good job by Johnson of really knowing the hit's coming. Big play, and again, a big 3rd down conversion for the Cougs.
To keep the drive alive, 1st and 10 on their own 44. Might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. As Carrillo will take the snap, hand it off, bouncing left into Wylie territory, a gain of 7 for Markel Sims, number 20. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, it's Wylie 29, Cooper 22. Back with the 4th quarter, Bulldog football. We're powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 106.3 The Raider.
At Taylor Electric Cooperative, we are more than just the services we provide. For generations, we have been the link that has connected members to our local community. From those who remember when the lights were first turned on to those who rely daily on our high-speed fiber internet, we are here to make certain that those connections never dim. Because we understand that the most important connection we will ever make is the one we make together. At Taylor Electric, we have provided generations with services for living and connections for life.
Three quarters down, 1 to go. Bulldogs a 29-22 lead. Glad you're with us tonight. Andy Penny alongside the Hodge. Ryan Holmes. We got Phil Hill keeping the stats for us tonight. We got Manzi punching the commercials for us. Thanks, Manzi. Doing a great job over there, man. Appreciate you. Part of the Wylie Bulldog Productions Wylie High School AV program.
7th play of this drive, Andy.
It's a 2nd and 3, the first one on Wylie territory. 2nd and 3 from the Bulldog 49. It's a handoff. Sims, he's hitting the backfield. He'll go back into Cooper territory. I believe that's Jake Smart who will drop him. Give him a 2-yard loss on the play from 149 to the other 49. And another 3rd down here, 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, 3rd down and 5. You really got to know where Carrillo is. Obviously, I know we've said that a number of times. Coach Cade signaling the defense, doing a little dancing on the side, trying to get the Bulldogs in the right spot.
3rd down and 5 from the 49. Carrillo play action, scrambles to his left with pressure, trying to get away from it, and he can't. Gang tackle by the Bulldogs. Cooper Hill, DeAndre Rodriguez, Jake Smart playing big on the defensive line. It's another loss of 2. It's 4th down and 7. Personnel changes for the Cougars. Looks like they might punt the football.
Yeah, personnel changes. We saw the fake punt earlier on the Bulldogs side. I think a little bit too much here and way too much time left in this ball game to feel like any kind of urgency that you got to have it.
It was 2nd down and 3 in the last 2 plays. -2, -2. I think that if this is 4th and less than 5, they're probably going. Yeah. But at 4th and 7, still a lot of football left. As Rico gets ready to punt, and Regala retreats to the Wylie 15. Rico drops the snap. He's going to try to get the first down by himself. He's got room on the right side. He's got a first down. He's inside the Wylie 40. Special teams blunder turns to success again for the Cooper special teams. Rico just on a run picks up 16 and the drive stays alive.
Yeah, again, that's a second botch snap that has been 2 pretty good plays for the Cougars tonight, and now keeps the drive alive for Cooper.
And really, Wylie wasn't even really pressuring that punt. I mean, even if he collects, I think, there, he still has time to punt that football. But in panic mode, he drops it, he picks it up, he just takes off running, and before you know it, it's a 16-yard gain and a Cougar first down. They're at the Wylie 37. Carrillo back on the field. He'll roll his pocket to the right this time. He's going deep. He's going for all of it, and it's overthrown and incomplete. Had a step on the double move. Intended receiver was Johnson. But Carrillo sails it long. We would be tied if that ball's on the money, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I was just looking, trying to see. You got better eyes. Cornerback on the far side looked like he kind of got twisted up, fell down. And again, the overthrow was beneficial for the Bulldogs. They're on first down.
But special teams has played big tonight. We've seen 3 special teams blunders. 2, or I guess all 3 in favor of Cooper. 2 successful plays off of blunders for Cooper. 1 field goal attempt that never happened for Wylie. Here's a short run, as Sims will get to the 35. Plugged up in the middle, all sorts of purple jerseys again. 2-yard gain. Boy, Jake Smart is playing huge tonight on the defensive line.
Yeah, and here comes the 12th play on this drive. Defense has been out there a lot. Braxton Sconyers going in.
Yeah, this defensive front, that defensive line is really rotating. Sconyers wears number 92, the 5'8 junior. He'll come in at the nose spot. 3rd down and 8. Cougars at the Wylie 35. Bulldogs a 7-point lead. Cougars trying to tie. Carrillo straight drop. He's going to tuck it and run. Quarterback draw. He's hit right in the middle. That might be Sconyers who wrapped him up. Maybe 3. 4th down and 5. Decision time for Aaron Roan and Cooper, but as the clock winds, we're under 9.5 to go. There's not many possessions left tonight. It looks like Cooper's going to go.
Yeah, and I think this is the right call if you're Coach Roan. Going for this. If you don't get it, it's not terrible field position to start on. But again, you've already converted 1 4th down.
Yep.
Another opportunity here.
Crowd on their feet making some noise. 4th down and 5. Cougars at the Wylie 32. They need the 27. Trips to the left, lone receiver to the right. Carrillo, straight drop, 4-man pressure. Scrambles to his right. He's going to try to get it by himself. Leaps over a defender, and I think he got it. What an athletic play, Jaden Carrillo. Bulldogs had a chance to hit him before the first down marker. He leaps over a defender. 5 yards later, it's 1st and 10, Cooper. What an athletic play.
Yeah, again, drops back, takes off running, and just literally hurdles to the first down, and a fresh set of downs for the Cooper Cougars.
2 4th-down conversions now here on this drive. A drive that started with 3:37 left in the third. We're at 8:19 and counting here in the fourth. 1st and 10, Cougars at the Wylie 26. Just 3 on the play clock. Carrillo's going to have to hurry, and Aaron Roan has to burn a timeout. We'll see if that proves big down the stretch. But long time to get to the next play after the Carrillo leap and first down on the far side. And the play clock was running down. Aaron Roan has to burn a timeout. 8:05 left here in the fourth. Wylie 29, Cooper 22. This has been everything and more that we could have asked for tonight.
Yeah, and for sure. And now you start wondering again, there's a lot. 8:05 is a long time left. But again, possessions have kind of been, you want to take advantage of them. You can't risk the delay of game or anything, so Roan calls the timeout. And now you're trying to figure out, hey, how do we keep this thing going? Because right now, even though Wylie's up 29-22, Cooper kind of moving a little bit, and really this timeout may be beneficial for Coach Cates and the Bulldog defense to get a breather.
That defensive line has been doing some work here tonight. Cooper is just shy of 400 yards of offense tonight. They have 397, 311 on the ground, 86 through the air. That's compared to Wylie's 334. 88 rushing for Wylie, 246 through the air. Well, I feel like the Wylie offense has barely been on the field here in the second half.
Well, and you're exactly right. I mean, you think about it. They've only had 2 possessions, and now you're going back. You had 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, fortunately. And now Cooper with their third. '14th play.
1st and 10 on the 26th out of the timeout. Carrillo, he's going to keep it again on the zone read. Wrapped up around the ankles, falls forward for 2. It's Blake Ortiz this time. Carrillo to the 24. Carrillo now tonight has 19 carries, 124 yards. He's 8 for 15 through the air, but just for 83 yards passing.
And they've had 10 running plays on this. Of course, one of them is the accidental fake punt. But again, 15th play.
This is an 8-minute drive already and counting. 2nd down and 8 from the Wylie 24. H-back, 2 backs in the backfield too, just 2 split receivers. Design run all the way. Carrillo met in the hole. Maybe 2 more and that's it. Another 3rd down and long. 4-down territory all the way. This part of the field, this position of the game. So 3rd down about 6 here from the Wylie 23.
And again, rolling out, had that option a while ago, took off running with the lead to pick up the first down. 3rd down here for Wylie, an opportunity to get a stop, and again, crowds getting loud, getting crazy. Kinda.
Right in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 from the 23. Carrillo, play action, air it out. Deep pattern in the end zone, in and out of the hands and incomplete. I believe Jace Johnson was the intended receiver. There is a flag on the play. It looks like ineligible receiver again here on the Cougars. And it is. I would think the Bulldogs will decline this, and they will. Now that was a quick play action, deep pass. It still had the ineligible down the field. So, but again, in an RPO type situation, you never know. And the linemen are shooting out in run block. Before you know it, they're legal man downfield. Our 4th down of this drive. It's 4th down and 6. Cougars are 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll try it again.
On this drive alone.
They need just inside the 17 on 4th and 6. Carrillo, straight drop, pressure comes, throws it out in the flat. Ewing the catch, and Cooper Hill the tackle. Drops Ewing at the 20. It's shy of a first down. It's a turnover on downs. We'll give him 3 on the play, but he needed 6. The Bulldog defense holds after a drive that eats up half of the quarter. It was a 9-minute drive that comes up dry. Cooper Hill, the tackle of Ewing out in the flat, and the Bulldogs have the football with 6:25 left, 29-22 lead.
And again, you want to talk about the penalty. It was big, was the multiple linemen downfield, but right there, ineligible man downfield, big, changed up probably a little bit of the play call. And now, opportunity here, take care of the football, keep motoring around, and take advantage of the stop.
1st and 10 right at the 20 for Carlskent and company. Lane will get a handoff here. This is trying to eat some yardage and eat some clock, but Julius only 1 on that carry. But really, Hodge, we're in a position now where Cooper might have 1 offensive drive left.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting on how Coach Ming decides to call this possession. Do you still open it up? You know, we've seen a lot of quick passes out to Dylan. We've seen that as far as almost as, you know, the late Mike Leach would say, that's basically a run play for us.
Yeah. Under 6 we go. 2nd down and 9 from the 21. Carlskent, some last-minute instructions. He'll send motion across the formation. Straight drop, trying to set up the screen. It's covered. Jade's going to tuck it. Run, 25. Takes a hit, falls forward. Shy of a first down, but he's close. He's got the 28. Give him 7. Well, give him 8. He's on the 29. It's 3rd down and 1. And a first down here eats up 2 more minutes of clock. 3rd and 1 from the 29. And again, the clock's at 5:10. The play clock's still at 20, so this should be well under 5 minutes before Carlskent asks for the snap. 3rd down and 1. Man-on-man play here on 3rd and 1. Give it to Lane. Powers on the right side. Pushing forward. 2nd effort. Boy, he's right on the line of the 30. It's going to depend on a spot. I think 2nd and 3rd effort might have got him there. And he's got the 30-yard line. It's a Bulldog first down.
I'm talking about 2nd effort was huge right there. I can assure you, if you're Coach Roan on his side, you're like, he stopped, blow the whistle, and just kind of keep going. But now, big 3rd down there, fresh set of downs, 4:38. Cooper, 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout left. Bulldogs, though, 1st and 10 on their own 30. It's Lane again. Powers left side of the offensive line. There's 5 more for the senior. And a late penalty flag flies. This in the area of unsportsmanlike conduct.
And remember, one of the keys to victory were controlling your emotions. And now this is where those emotions and the heat can rise, if you will. Phil and I think we need to rise up in this booth with a little chilly. But again, little emotion right there. Be interesting if it's both or one.
Well, 5-yard gain for Julius. This should be a dead ball penalty. Long conversation here with our officiating crew.
Well, the ball's in the hand of the umpire heading south.
Yep. Phil, what did you see there? Did you see anything?
I really didn't. I turned to see if the clock remained running like it should have, and that's when I heard the whistle. So nothing in my eyes.
So 5-yard gain for Julius. Dead ball, 15-yard penalty. Bulldogs have it at the 50-yard line.
Extracurricular at the end of the play back in the secondary is where that penalty came from.
And now the clock will go under 4 minutes before Wylie has to run another play. Bulldogs 29, Cougars 22. Carlskent take the snap. It's Julius again on the right guard. Plugs up, leg drive. There's 5 more. Boy, he's hit right at the line of scrimmage, but before you know it, it's 3, 4, 5 yards. 2nd down, give him 4 on that play. 2nd down at 6.
The lane train, whatever you want to call it, keeping those legs moving. Really great job by Julius.
And And I tell you, maybe one more first down, and this is at the 2-minute timeout.
Well, and I think the biggest thing that you got to understand, Cooper's going to be punching and trying to do everything to steal and strip the football, holding on to it each time. And again, a lot of Julius, which you called at the beginning of the second half.
2nd down and 6 from the Cooper 46. Carlskin, handoff, keeps it. Nope, kept it this time. Short gain, good open field tackle. Coming up out of the secondary, good tackle there by Demarion Murray. Jaden has 1, it's 3rd down and 5. Aaron Roan has yet to burn the timeouts. So we've gone under 3 minutes here in the 4th quarter.
And depending what happens here on this 3rd down, if it stays on the ground with the clock to run and what the result is, that's when you may see the timeout.
I think you force the hand of Aaron Roan and keep the ball on the ground here. Either force him to call a timeout or get it to the 2-minute timeout. Whatever the outcome of this play is. It's 3rd down and 5. Now a whistle and a Wylie timeout. Going to rethink what they want to do here on 3rd down. 29-22 Bulldogs. If you're just tuning in tonight, we have been back and forth all night. Nobody has led by more than a score. Cooper scored first, a Jaden Carrillo 55-yard run. Wylie answered with a Jaden Carlskin to Blaze Ruffin 80-yard touchdown pass. We were tied at 7 at the end of the first. Carlskin then hits Michael Pena-Perez on a 21-yard touchdown pass to give Wylie the lead. Cooper then scores. Jaden Carrillo to Jace Johnson, 11-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion gave Cooper the lead at 15-14. Carrillo then scored his 2nd touchdown, a 10-yard run. The Cougars led 22-14. But the Bulldogs right before the half able to score as Carlskin hit Julius Lane on a 25-yard touchdown pass on a screen. Bulldogs then went for 2 and got it. We were tied at 22 at the half. Our only score of the second half, a Julius Lane 12-yard touchdown run. And that's it, 29-22.
12 different drives and possessions in the first half, only 6 in the second half.
That is crazy. Each team has only had it 3 times here in this second half. And the Bulldogs a chance to run this thing out.
Yeah, big 3rd down here. Coach Mean, Coach Martin decided to call the timeout because I do think this is a crucial 3rd down here for the Bulldogs to keep the momentum on the Bulldog side.
3rd down and 5 from the 45. Carlskin's going to throw it. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's tripped up, and he gets the first down. Kept his feet long enough to get across the 40-yard line. Jaden's got 7. It's a Bulldog first down. Extra effort. We're at a great play.
Oh, great play. It's been a night of the Jaden quarterbacks extending plays. And Carlskin right there tripped up a little bit. In the words of Boomer, rumbling, tumbling, stumbling, and got to the first down.
And now Aaron Roan will go ahead and call a timeout here with 2:10 left. He's going to try to force Wylie to run 2 plays here in the next 5-10 seconds and then use that 2-minute timeout as his 3rd timeout. But it's all down to here. One more first down, and this game's in the history books.
Yeah, and again, I reiterate how important it is holding on and securing the football here on this last drive. Again, we've said it, and it's worth repeating. If you bought a ticket, whatever you're doing, it has been worth, and especially if you came here with no care, because we've had some open games around the big country. Yeah. If you just came to watch football, you picked the right game to be at tonight.
Lubbock Cooper will move to 1-1 in district. They lead Wichita Falls Legacy now 49-19. Paladuro is putting the beat down on Wichita Falls Memorial. It is 42-6 PD. That's in Wichita Falls. The Dons are legit. We'll see them in 7 days up in Amarillo.
And again, if you're Memorial, you're like, okay, a catch-22 in the fact that they've had to play Cooper and then Paladura, and they get, I guess, maybe a break. I don't know who they have next week.
Next week, Memorial is their open date.
Okay, so they're probably looking forward to that open date.
Yep.
To regroup and to get ready for that push, because they still have us on the schedule, Lubbock Cooper on the schedule, and deep down, you've got Plainview on the schedule.
How about that? 2:14 left. It is 1st and 10 Bulldogs. They're at the Cooper 38. Handoff, Lane powers forward. 35, 33. There's 5 more. Aaron Rowan has not used that next timeout yet. He'll use the 2-minute timeout as this stoppage of play. 2 minutes left, 29-22. We'll step aside. Bulldog football powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. The Wylie Bulldog Sports Network, 106.3 The Raider.
For over 30 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been voted Abilene's best new car dealer by our customers. That's because we offer the best products from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, and the best customer service too. And that is still true today. Great products and great customer service. So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us or visit us online 24/7 at LawrenceHallAbileneOnline.com. Why go anywhere else?
One doorbell cam catching raccoons at 3 a.m., 2 4K streams, 3 gaming consoles, plus an AI bot helping you help your kid do algebra homework. Is your internet sweating? Westex Connect brings high bandwidth that just works, whole home Wi-Fi that actually gets to the back of the house, and simple pricing, no games. And when you need help, local techs fix it fast. Get in at WTConnect.com.
Westex Connect.
2-minute timeout. Bulldogs a 2nd down and 5. Cooper has 1 timeout left, 1 first down, and this thing's over. Carlskent will keep it around the right side. He's got the 30, 25, and more. He'll slide down in bounds. He'll take a hit afterwards as well. It's a first down. It's a penalty put on top of it. More importantly, I think that will seal the deal here at Hugh Sandifer Stadium.
Very interesting situation there again. Jaden taking off running. Had a chance probably to score.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And elects just to take the safe slide, safe bet, and got a hit and 15 yards added to that run.
And that should do it. Again, the Cougars have 1 timeout remaining. But with 3 plays to work with for the Bulldogs, I think Wylie's going to go into victory formation here and run this clock out. Tale of 2 halves, I tell you what, man. All sorts of points in the first half and a lone touchdown here in the second half. That's it.
Yeah, 22-22. You mentioned the first time that we had been tied. And there you go, the wheeling of the White Hat's arm, and that clock's rolling.
And the Bulldogs going to go into victory formation.
Best position, best formation in football.
Carlskent will take the snap. He'll take a knee at the 15. There is the final timeout for Aaron Rowan with 1:25 on the clock. But 2 more snaps of the football, 2 40-second play clocks. There's a 1:20. I think the Bulldogs can run it out with a few more snaps of the football.
But the most important thing, is a guy that is a realist. That snap is still coming from the shotgun. We got to secure that thing. That's why I guarantee it. That's why Rome called that timeout, because all it takes is that one. So catch it, secure it, get the knee to the ground, and get out of this thing. A couple more snaps.
We are back at home 2 weeks from tonight. That Wichita Falls Memorial team will be here in 2 weeks, so they have 2 weeks to prepare for the Bulldogs. They're open next week, and then they'll be here in 2 weeks. Man, the T-shirt cannon just shot a T-shirt over the press box. That was pretty impressive.
Hey, yeah. It's been an impressive night. Just in T-shirts, T-shirt guns, Junior Bells. My wife and the Wylie East Junior Bells with all the Junior Bells out tonight. And big night as all of Abilene came together for tonight's Southtown Showdown. Big night for the Bulldogs.
Here's a snap. And officials have stopped here. I don't know if the ball was blown in yet before the snap of the football. So go back here and snap it again. They'll have to put a few more seconds back on the clock. It was at 1:25, so it now reads 1:23. So they've reset it here to 1:25. So 2nd down here for the Bulldogs. Cooper is out of timeout. trying to get the play clock now. Well, they put 1:28 on the clock. Play clock should be at 25. I don't think the play clock will really come into effect. Carlskin another snap and another knee at the 20. Only downside of this is you have to put negative rushing yardage on the stat sheet, but
I think there ought to be asterisks there, and it doesn't count.
Yeah. So a third down here, 109, 108. There's 25 now on the play clock, so have to snap it at about the 45-second mark. On a third down, maybe about a 2-3 second difference between game clock and play clock for the final play. Wylie might be willing just to take the 5-yard delay of game here to milk every second out of it that they can. And they will. The game clock runs off a few more.
I'll tell you one thing that I noticed, and it didn't really affect a whole lot with Noah's kicking or throwing the football. Sounded like there might have been a little more wind out there tonight, but didn't affect it. We got a lot of questions going on. This reminds me of how the first half ended. Carrillo back there just hanging out. It's like we're trying to figure out a way to get 39 seconds off the clock.
Well, with that delay of game, there should have been about 43, 44 on the clock. So I'm assuming they're about to put a few more seconds back on the clock.
Again, my eyes, we've talked about it. Do we not have timeouts?
We have timeouts. I think we just elected to take the delay of game. But with the delay of game, the clock should have stopped at about 44 seconds. It reads 39. It will stay at 39. It is third down. And now the clock is running. And now a stoppage. And now the clock back to 44. So, all right, Phil, tell us, on a delay of game penalty, does the clock run again after delay of game penalty?
No,
that's what I thought.
Not inside of 2 minutes.
I know it's only a matter of seconds here, but the bottom line is, in a game like this, and you talked about it, with teenagers involved, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to get a snap, you've got to get a catch, and you got to get a kneel. Here we go.
43 seconds now on the clock. It's third down. Victory formation. Carlskin will retreat, run off some time, and now slide down, and that should do it, as it is under 40 seconds. Cooper does not have any timeouts. The Southtown Showdown for the fourth year in a row goes the way of the Wylie Bulldogs, as the final seconds will run off the clock. Your final score from Hugh Sandifer Stadium: Wylie 29, Cooper 22. The Bulldogs move to 4-2. More importantly, 2-0 in district play. Cooper will fall to 3-3, 1-1 in district play. We just saw a great football game in Abilene, Texas tonight.
Yeah, really great football game. Great to be on this side of it. Great job again. Such a battle in the first half. Again, 12 drives. Everybody got 6. Everybody got 3 on this go around. And so such a fun atmosphere, great game. A lot of people coming up big on the offensive side and the defensive side. Big night for the Bulldogs, and most important, when we head to the 806, we're 2-0.
We will take the timeout. We'll get into the Animal Health and Medical Center post-game show. We'll get you the happy stats tonight. We'll give you our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game. 29-22, Bulldogs victorious tonight. This is Bulldog Football. We are powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. We're on the Wylie Bulldog Sports Network and 106.3 The Raider.
The hunger to win is fueled by a chance to compete and the thrill of the action. The cheers from the crowd energize our team and push them on to victory. Whether it's the pre-game excitement of tailgating or the post-game euphoria of winning celebrations, Market Street always brings an A game to your party. From kickoff to tip-off and the final buzzer to the last out, Market Street is proud to feed the competitive spirit.
(29-22), the Bulldogs victorious tonight. Wylie, the victory over Abilene. Cooper, it was a good one tonight, but the Bulldogs able to get the win. Final score of 29-22. Andy Penny alongside the Hodge, Ryan Holmes. And again, a good football game tonight. Hey, let's give a shout out real fast. Hey, Manzi's in here punching the commercials. Wylie High School AV Productions, Wylie Bulldog Productions. Manzi, what'd you think? Let's get your thoughts on the game. What'd you think tonight?
The game was really good, man. I really think that Wylie was really good at scoring, but our defense was lacking bad. But, at the end, we came out with the dub.
And that came out with the dub. Manzi, great job tonight. Thanks for all you do for Wylie Bulldog Productions, man. We sure appreciate you.
Yeah, huge. Give me the old replays up. Good job, Manzi. Appreciate that.
As the Bulldogs get the win again, 29-22. Hodge, we heard from Manzi. We'll hear from you. Great football game. I think we walked into this thing. We've talked about the parity of District 2 5A Division 2. We've seen it. We saw it last week. This is at least what I anticipated tonight, was a grinded out game between friends. I think all these guys know each other. And at the end of the night, Wylie made one more play than Cooper did. That's really what it boils down to. Great football game all the way around.
Oh, for sure. And again, we've seen that 2 weeks in a row. Two games in four halves that just none of them were related at all. Yeah. They didn't, like they were just visiting. Hey, we're here. But again, great game tonight. All around a really good game. And so Manzi mentioned about it. Defensively, yeah, maybe some struggles early, but really some big stops when they were needed. Especially on that last fourth down when they were moving. Yep. Cooper was moving the ball. Fourth down conversion on the fake punt. Well, botch punt turned into a fake punt. Another fourth down conversion, and then the third was not the charm for the Cooper Cougars, yep. But the third time was a charm for the Bulldog defense.
That was a drive of, 16 plays? Is yes. That how many it ended up? And just came up empty on a pass out in the flat. And the catch by Peyton Ewing, the tackle by Cooper Hill, that stopped the drive, and then Wylie was able to run out the final 6:25 there of that fourth quarter of play. And because of that, Wylie 29 and Cooper 22 is our final score. Let's give you the happy stats real fast here in the Animal Health and Medical Center post-game show. The Bulldogs with 357 yards of total offense tonight, 111 of that on the ground, 246 through the air for a total of 357 yards. Jaden Carlskin tonight, 12 of 16 through the air for 246 yards. And the 3 touchdowns, touchdown passes tonight to Blaze Ruffin of 80 yards, Michael Pena Perez of 21, his last one to Julius Lane for 25. Again, Jaden Carlskin tonight, 12 of 16 for 246 yards and 3 touchdown passes. Dylan Regala had 4 receptions for 48 tonight. Julius Lane, 2 for 36. Blaze, his 3rd game in a row over 100 yards receiving. He had 3 receptions for 119. 1 reception tonight, the 21-yard touchdown reception for Michael Pena Perez. 2 catches for Wyatt Kidman for 22. Total it up, 12 of 16 for 246 for Jaden Carlskin. Julius Lane on the ground tonight, 17 carries for 75 yards. Also, Jaden Carlskin on the ground tonight had 12 carries for 29. 2 carries for Dylan Regala for 5. A carry tonight as well for Drigo Jones for 2. 111 yards on the ground, 246 through the air for a total of 357. For the Cougars tonight, they had 404 total yards of offense, 315 rushing, 289 passing. They had 240 yards rushing in the first half, just 70 in the second half. So the Bulldog defense really started to corral that Cougar offense there in the second half. Jaden Carrillo, the senior quarterback tonight, did have 20 carries for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also tonight, Peyton Ewing had 12 carries for 101 yards. And also on the ground tonight, Markel Sims with 6 carries for 62. Through the air tonight, Carrillo was 9 of 17, but just 86 yards through the air. 9 of 17 for 86. Ewing had 4 catches out of the backfield for just 10 yards. The leading receiver tonight, Tavius Collier, 2 for 37. There was a touchdown reception tonight by Jace Johnson. Had 2 catches for 14. 1 catch for Tayden Bender for 9. Add it all up, 29-22. Bulldogs get the win, move to 2-0 in district play. Abilene Glass and Mirror, player of the game. Hodge, I'm throwing it on your shoulders, man. We say this every week. There's so many guys that we get to choose from. I'm going to let you choose tonight. It's all yours.
Man, it is tough. It I think showed a big night tonight, and I'm going to give it to this guy. Big touchdowns, and really kind of said, hey, hop on my back, and I'm going to ride it. I'm going to give it to Julius Lane. He's a senior. It's his last game against Cooper. He was excited about it. Got to see him a little bit during the media this week. Julius Lane, great job. Final game against Cooper as a Wylie Bulldog. We've seen him 4 years in a row taking on the Cooper Cougars. I'm going Julius Lane as our Abilene Glass player of the game.
He said it last night on the news. He was 3-0 against the Cougs, and now his senior class walks away 4-0 against the Cougs. Julius Lane, again, a touchdown reception of 25 yards, a touchdown run of 12 in the end zone twice tonight. Our Abilene Glass and Mirror player of the game. Since 1946, Abilene Glass and Mirror has been Abilene's preferred glass and mirror shop. You're sure to find what you're looking for there. You can visit them online at AbileneGlass.com. Okay, we get to make the long trip next week to Amarillo, but 2-0 in district play. Feeling good, but another tough one next week against the Paladuro Dons.
Yeah, another big one. Again, they've got coming off of a bye week, a big win for them tonight, making that journey again, driving up there. It's a bus ride that's longer than anyone we see, and so again, familiar territory being up there. The best part about it is I got a feeling we're not going to be kicking off at 8:45. So
like we did 3 years ago, no doubt.
But looking forward to it again. Another group, and I've gone blank. You probably know, but that quarterback is finally is growing up as well as District 5 or District 2 5A has grown up with us.
No doubt.
And that'll be next week. Again, another great matchup between 2 undefeated teams in this district to see what takes place. And again, looking forward to the journey. But again, a big night tonight for both these teams. You're going to walk away with a lot of things to learn and work from. But again, the big W tonight for Wylie. And again, that's 4 straight. That breaks the 3-3 tie in favor. Now the Bulldogs lead the series 4-3.
Hodge, great job. Looking forward to it. Gas up the car. We'll see you in Amarillo next week.
Sounds good.
As that's going to wrap up things for Wylie Bulldog football here tonight. Again, the Bulldogs victorious by a final score of 29-22. So many people to thank as part of this one. We start with Animal Health and Medical Center, our post-game show sponsor. At Animal Health and Medical Center, we treat your pets like the valued family members they are. Animal Health and Medical Center. Our other sponsors of Wylie Bulldog football: Communities of Abilene, Federal Credit Union, Abilene Glass and Mirror, Pest Patrol, 106.3 The Raider, our radio home of Wylie Bulldog football, In Tune Music and Sound, Lawrence Hall Chevrolet, Hendrick Clinic Bone and Joint, The Shed Market, First Financial Bank, Borland Sobin and Partners Dentistry, and our title sponsor of Bulldog football is Taylor Electric Cooperative, still owned by the members it serves, neighbors working for neighbors, services for living, connections for life. Taylor Electric Cooperative. Special thanks to the Wylie High School AV Productions team. Manzi, great job on the mic tonight. Great job punching your commercials. Thanks to Wiley Singleton, the Wylie High School AV Productions team, and the entire student crew of our Wylie Bulldog Productions, bringing you the action on YouTube. Special thanks to Dustin Tatro on 106.3 The Raider as well for all of his production help. Special thanks to Phil Hill, our statistician here in the booth. Without Phil, we don't have stats. And without stats, it's just a scrimmage. Special thanks to my good friend on my right-hand side, the Hodge, Ryan Holmes as well. And a special thanks, our last one, it always goes out to you, the great supporter of Wylie ISD and the kids of Wylie High School. Thanks for your support of the purple and gold. Don't forget, coming up right after the the broadcast tonight on 106.3 The Raider is the West Texas Scoreboard Show. You can hear all the scores from West Texas again on 106.3 The Raider. We will talk to you next week from Dick Bivens Stadium in Amarillo, a 7 o'clock kickoff between the Paladuro Dons and the Wylie Bulldogs, a 7 o'clock kick. Of course, we'll have the live stream broadcast and on the radio next week, next Friday night, the Dons and the Bulldogs. Our final score, one final time from Hugh Sandifer Stadium. It's Wylie 29 and Cooper 22. For everybody involved, I'm Andy Penny. We will talk to you next Friday. Until next time, take care. God bless and go Bulldogs. So long, everybody.